You, Trump, baby. So, Nameless, welcome to the channel. I haven't seen you before, but are you on the start of some commie trolling? Because any commie trolls get immediately deleted here. I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'm not. So, you disappoint me in your country. Apparently, that's because Trump is elected. I don't want to hear anything against Trump. Nothing. I'm tired of it. I've been listening to it for years. Not on my channel. If you can't handle that, get the fuck out of here. It's that simple. Go bitch about Trump on plenty of other channels. Not this one. Not this one. So, Christ, I feel relieved. I feel a lot better. I mean, Trump will put us on the right track again. I can't wait. Can't fucking wait. Now, did you hear the latest? So some former fucking, let me see. So make sure I get this right. These fucking commies will stop at nothing. They're just, oh God, man, it's just too much. Let me hear this. So former Kamala Harris aide urges Joe Biden to resign within the next 30 days. And why? Former Kamala Harris aide Jamal Simmons urged Biden to resign within 30 days because Biden's resignation would make Harris president, avoiding her January 6th role. Her January 6th role was to certify the election. Fucking believe that? He believes it would create drama and transparency that Democrats need. You're gonna have the illegally installed president who already stepped down, right? Gave the reins to this fucking bitch. Now you're gonna have him resign so she can avoid doing what she's got to do. Unfucking it. Jimmy, it's Nino. You mean Nelson? Yeah. Well, I'm not going to listen to any of that bullshit. I've listened to 8 years of it. No more. Not on my channel. Just don't do it. Don't. You know, I'm not hearing it anymore. All the shit they put Trump through, America just decided overwhelmingly that it was all bullshit, because it was all bullshit. Fucking tired of it. What's up, Eleanor? Let them cry they lost. That's right. That's right. Yep. That's right. Yeah, Cyberboy. I don't know if you missed it, but a former aide to Kamala Harris suggested that Biden resign within 30 days, which would make Kamala the president so she can avoid certifying the election, because it would create drama. Oh my fucking God. These fucking commies, man. Just got fucking tired of it. Has my week been? My week's was pretty good. I worked 3 days. I've been off since Wednesday, but I'm working tomorrow. You know, it's supposed to rain tonight, but I don't think that'll stop us from working tomorrow. I didn't get any message from my boss, so assuming we're working. Yeah. Play some Pac-Man. I already, David Pakman is such a piece of shit. Like, he did this video where he claimed that he was terrified. Now, so he gives the numbers that he lost 5,000 people overnight after Trump was elected, and how this is such a big deal. But he was really worried about the amount of paid subscribers that he lost, but he never mentions the number, right? This is just a ploy for him to get more subscribers because he's got 2.65 million people. 5,000 people unsubscribing is a drop in the bucket. It's nothing. It's literally nothing. And for David Pakman to say that he was terrified of the bullshit, it's bullshit. He's playing the victim, hoping he gets more subscribers or getting people to come back. It's, believe me, he's not terrified over 5,000 people out of 2.65 million. It's bullshit. It's just all bullshit. Yeah, no, that's not what he said. Nameless. That's not what he said. Go back and watch the video. He did not lose 5,000 paid subscribers. He said he lost 5,000 subscribers. And then he separately said he lost a bunch of paid subscribers, but he never gave the amount of paid subscribers. He did not lose 5,000 paid subscribers. I don't even know that he has 5,000 paid subscribers. Okay. So, yeah. It's not what he said. Most of his subscribers are probably bots. I don't see how somebody, I'd have to agree because, listen, clearly David Pakman doesn't give a fuck about his subscribers. He continually lies. He continually just makes up complete scenarios. You know, like, look, I might tell you something where I'm wrong about it, but I'm never going to lie to you. You know, I mean, I don't think I have to lie to project my beliefs. I really don't. And the moment that I do, then I suggest you leave. If I'm that caught up in an ideology where I'm going to lie, I'm going to blatantly lie. I may be wrong at times, you know, God forbid. It's very difficult to, you know, discern the truth from all the bullshit they throw at us, which is the exact reason why. Because I think most normal people don't get into politics because they don't know what to believe. You know, and it's difficult to figure out what the truth is and what it isn't. So most normal people, they ain't got no time for that shit. And I understand that, you know. And then there's the people that are reached emotionally, you know. They get you to hate somebody and they're not going to do any research on the next thing they come up with. They just believe it. Fucking pinheads, you know. What's up, Special K? Bethel K. Bethel K. What's happening? Yeah. So it looks like we're going to win the House. And we basically need that trifecta win. Both houses of Congress and the presidency. Because for Trump to do what he wants to do. I mean, I heard Trump, a lot of people don't know this. He plans on getting the homeless off the streets. You know what I mean? They're going to be offered services. If they don't want them, if they're so fucked up they can't take care of themselves, they're going to be placed in some kind of facility and possibly jail if they just want to live like that. You know what I mean? Like you can't expect citizens that go to work, you know, they have children, they go to school, they pay their bills, to go out and be, even look at these people. Like it's just wrong. You can't have this shit. They hang out in the parks, they shoot drugs, their children see this shit. No. And all these religious groups in here in Philly, even a lot of people in AA go down to Kensington, right? They feed these people, they clothe these people, because it feels good, right? To help people. But it doesn't do good. It keeps these motherfuckers on the street. You know? You know, it's virtue signaling at its finest. It does absolutely no good. It might make you feel good to feed somebody, but the goal is, homeless, the solution is a home, right? Right. That's the only solution. If you feed these people and clothe these people, they have no reason to change their lives. And admittedly, these people need services, and Trump said it. We'll get them psychiatrists. We'll get them drug and alcohol rehab if they need it. Something has to be done. And I have yet to hear any fucking president say anything like that. They just continue to let these people spiral downwards. It's wrong. You can give all this money to Ukraine, but you can't help the homeless. Get the fuck out of here. These people aren't compassionate at all. They wanted to keep it going. Governor said, "Oh, Jimmy, do watch that channel. Jordan Cash, right? He does a better job of reporting truth than the news. Many coaches have arrived to take immigrants." Coaches? Yeah, I think I mentioned that I watch Cash Jordan all the time. Yeah, he gives a very good breakdown of the immigrant situation in New York City. He does. No, I've never been homeless. I would say 80 to 90% of homeless are homeless because of drugs. They found out a way to eke out their existence on the street, and that's the way they want to live. Now, there's got to be severe psychological problems there. I mean, let's face it, a roof is important. I mean, I've partied like a rock star. Always made sure I had a roof. Always made sure I had a roof. But for you to forego a roof to use drugs, there's something wrong. And I've seen many of these people come out of that. I've seen people a year or two sober. They're starting businesses. But you can't just let these people sleep out in the street. No more. It's ridiculous. No more. Force them off the street. Therapy, some help them get a job, help them with their mental issues, help them with their drug issues, or you go to jail. That's it. That's it. Sit in prison. We don't want to look at you anymore. That's about as compassionate as I can get. They're called unhoused. No, they're called homeless. Unhoused. Yeah, unalived. Yeah, I mean, fuck them. Bobbity. Immigrants. What's up, Steve? Forgo a roof for a roofie. Yeah, I mean, listen to me. The vast majority of alcoholics and drug addicts have a fucking roof. I mean, I have some compassion for homeless people. You know how fucked up you got to be to choose. Most of these people choose to live on the street. That's the way they want to do drugs. Some of these people get a nut check or whatever once a month. They got $1,000, $2,000, whatever it is, to spend solely on drugs. And then they don't have to buy clothes because these religious people hand out clothes. They don't have to buy food because they know where to get free food. So, this is what it's come down to for them. And the regular citizen should not have to witness this shit. The crime that the dirt, the scum. No, it has to stop. It has to stop. Dr. K sold out. Yeah, he got away from what he got big on. Because at first he kind of led me to believe that we would do another interview. And then basically I mean, I could pull it up and read you the message. He basically said that the decision's not up to him. That he would love to do it, but he's got a team now. Now, I don't know how much of that I believe, but he's basically went corporate because he's letting other people tell him what he can and can't do. He's doing more long form stuff, I think he told me, and he does a lot of visiting other, I guess, podcasts and stuff. So he's traveling. Hey, look, he can do what he wants. This is America. But he's gotten away from what he got big on. And what he got big on was interviews. He got a lot of people. He garnered a lot of people from his interviewing skills. But hey, hey, it's America. He can do what he wants. I mean, maybe in the future he, asked me to do it again. But and he buttered me up with his congratulations and all this other bullshit. But I mean, I still like the doc, even though he tried hard to make a victim out of me, didn't he? Jesus Christ. I mean, God forbid I take responsibility for my bad decisions in life, I mean, look at me. I'm 61 years old. I'm sitting in a fucking recovery house. I fucking hate these places. I got to deal with liars, thieves, and fucking, Jesus. It's just too fucking much. You don't know how many people I deal with that tell me something, and then within a few days, they swear they didn't say. Like, they gaslight me, and I'm crazy, right? You know what I mean? So the political bullshit I got to put up with here as a house manager is just, it's overwhelming. It's literally overwhelming. Did you ask what religion his team was? No. Decisions up to his wife's boyfriend. Now, if you research Dr. K, he does bring his wife onto the show. She's a good-looking woman, and she appears to be very smart. So, hey, God bless. I think they met in college or something. She's a good. So, hey, good for him. He did better than me with women. Why don't you move in Richie? Because Richie has a family, okay? And, he don't want me living there. Richie has allowed me to live at his place in times of need, and, he's got his own family. So, maybe if he buys a castle someday, I can get one of the towers. He's talking about moving down south, so I don't know. I haven't gotten an invite to Thanksgiving, so I don't know what the fuck he's going to do. I don't even know if I went out there last year. He might have had Thanksgiving somewhere else. I don't know. But no, I don't think Dr. K is a bitch boy. He's definitely beta, but like I said, his wife's good looking, and she appears to be very smart. I mean, I listened to her talk on one of his shows. So, thank God bless him. He's got a good looking broad that he gets along with. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Why does my chat keep freezing? I lost transmission for maybe 10 seconds about 2 minutes ago. So I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, the internet is solid, so. Now, see, this is the beginning of a volley of anti-conservative, right? Don't do it. I'll fucking ban you in a heartbeat. Yeah, I don't know why the chat's freezing up. I have no fucking idea. I really don't. No fucking idea. Salty Cracker got to think. Kamala's stepdaughter, Ella Emhoff, checks into mental asylum. Benny Johnson, SNL comedians take turns torching Kamala after Trump. Now, normally they wouldn't do something like that, so, I'm surprised. Wow. I think this election of Trump will do so much good for our country. It's just indescribable. The shit that's not going to happen. Oh my God, we don't even know exactly what that would be. No, but I'm going to hold Trump's feet to the fire. I mean, I expect prices to come down, but the thing of it is, I don't know if the Democrats damaged the economy so bad that Trump can fix it. I mean, and let's face it, everything's sky high. Everything, every fucking thing, everything is sky high. So, if Trump can turn that around, God bless him. But he's the only person I think that can do it. So, I just, it's just too much. It really is. Jimmy Dore did a thing. Global leaders react to Trump's win by calling for peace. Look at that, man. Look at that. I mean, unless you're a fucking retard, you want peace in the world. Because eventually, they start using nuclear weapons, man. It's over, man. It's fucking over. All these apocalyptic movies and shit. I think they're setting us up for this shit. I really do. I think they're setting us up for some kind of apocalyptic fucking ending. Thoughts on Stephen Miller? I think Stephen Miller's a badass. I think he's a great guy. I think he's got balls. He stands up to these commie motherfuckers. Yeah, I think Stephen Miller's great. I fucking love him. It's for the best that the Emhoff girl gets arrested. Where's AJ? Well, the AJ thing. Now I banned him. Let me see if no banned guests. He came in on a different email, and he made one comment. Yeah, you did ban me, but that was the day after Trump won. Oh shit! And he didn't say another word because his girl got stopped. His girl got stopped. So, but let me check YouTube again because he's not on the banned guest list for YouTube or StreamYards. Now I'm going to check YouTube again, but he's literally not on it. So I could have swore that I banned him, and he came into the chat and said that I did, but I just don't get it. Now, I can't find anybody that's blocked. Did YouTube change their shit again? Jesus fucking Christ. Channel, permissions. Agreements. Nah. Go to community. What the fuck? I don't see where he's banned. So he could be lying too. I mean, Who the fuck knows? He's busy donating to POJ. Yeah. That's not going to happen, Nelson. Don't say that, Junior. I was just getting into my stride in life, and that apocalyptic ending can't happen. Well, there's a bunch of financial analysts that said that there would be a big financial fuck up right around now. So it's you know, I just hope these Democrats didn't fuck up the economy so bad that Trump can't make it right. It's possible. I mean, but the American people have spoken. It's clear. You know what I mean? It's basically a mandate. We're sick of your leftist fucking nonsense. We're sick of hearing about transgenders, gay people, fucking illegal immigrants. We're fucking tired of it. We're fucking tired of it. You know, sanctuary cities where they flaunt the fucking law. Get the fuck out of here. Any sanctuary city should not get any federal money at all. I don't care if you got a tornado hit you, hurricane, you don't get shit. You don't get shit. So sending these illegals back, get them the fuck out of the country. Get them out. I can't say, oh, yeah. I guess that's how you say your name. Should I finally catch your stream? So I don't know what your name is. It looks like you're from China. I don't know. Can China even access fucking? We're sick of hoflation. Yeah. Bobbity says, White House press secretary, the Right Honorable Alex Jones. Could you imagine if Trump made Alex Jones the press secretary? Oh, their fucking heads would explode. Their heads would explode. It's a North Korean in Ukraine. I got tools for that. Yeah. I don't know who you are. You might be a clone of Nino or Nelson. Yeah, probably. More likely than not. You're not a real person, but just don't talk shit on Trump or you will get thrown right the fuck out. I'm not putting up with any of this bullshit. I'm just not doing it anymore. I've had to hear from the press for fucking 8 fucking years. 8 fucking years. Enough. I need media freakouts for the next 4 years. Kyle Rittenhouse for ATF director. Gary Busey. Well, Kyle Rittenhouse turned out to be half a commie anyway. I mean, he supported, who did Kyle Rittenhouse support for president? Was it Kamala? Who the fuck? Who did Kyle Rittenhouse support for president? He U-turned. He's promised to support Donald Trump after said he was against him. All right, well, at least he got his fucking brains back. My Bobbity, your choice. Gary Busey for FCC director. Oh, God. I'll tell you what, I liked who Trump had as press secretary last time. That woman, she was fucking brutal. She was brutal. She was perfect. You know, she was just absolutely good looking, assertive, well spoken. And they say Trump's against women, right? Come on. I mean, she was fucking perfect. I fucking loved her. How do I expect my life to get better? I expect not to pay skyrocketing prices for rent, for groceries, for gas. That's how I expect it to get better. I expect not to have this fucking commie ideology pushed down my throat anymore. Yeah, I believe the commies will win eventually. I believe they're too infiltrated in all our institutions. They've had 50, 60, 70 years to do it. I don't think anybody's going to really stamp it out unless conservatives have the presidency for the next fucking 10, 20 years. You can't undo all of what they've done. They've indoctrinated our children. It's just sickening. They've made men into weak pussies. That's how you defeat a nation. Emasculate the men, and they've successfully done that. So I'm not going to bullshit. I think these commies will win over. I think their goal is to fuck up the culture so bad that people are screaming for something different. And then they'll usher in some hybrid form of communism. They're already teaching these college-age kids that communism is better and all this bullshit. Yes, I will. Yes, if Trump doesn't get these prices down, yes, I will change my opinion on Trump. But I'm also going to consider why he wasn't able to do it. These fucking commies for the last 4 years, they may have fucked up our economy so bad that we can't make it better. Now, Trump's saying he can. I'm going to hold him to that. Special K. We are trying to save our countries while they take over the world. Correct. I'm already hell richer after Trump getting elected. Eleanor says, I wish I was the queen of the world. Under my rule, the party is on, the disco is gay, and the laughter never ends. Yeah, that's another thing I'm sick of with the left. Calling conservatives homophobic and transphobic. Listen, there's plenty of gay people that don't like the trans, and the other alphabet numbers that have been pushed onto LGBT. LGB, you know what I mean? That's what it started out as, right? Lesbian, gay, bi. Everything else is some bullshit that's been added on. You know what I mean? Like, I understand these people need a sense of community, but talking transgenders all claim to not be gay. So what are they doing in the LGB fucking, alphabet soup? I mean, I don't fucking care if people are gay. What I really care about is teaching that shit to children, and they are doing it. These crazy ass fucking teachers, Yes, I think it should be overturned because of the way, okay, so these fucking commies claim that it's the law of the land, right? It's not. The Supreme Court doesn't have the power to give out rights. The Supreme Court's only power is to listen to court cases and determine whether they're constitutional or not. Just because they determine that something is unconstitutional does not then, ipso facto, give you a right. If you want a right, then you have to get an amendment passed, like women did for the vote. But see, the Democrats know, first of all, it's very difficult to get it right. You need 3/4 of the House, I think 3/4 of the Senate, and 3/4 of the states. It's a long process, and the Democrats know that they would never win. So what they did, they got the 73 court, lied to people, lied to women specifically, told them they have abortion rights. They don't. They never did. They did the same thing with gay marriage. You don't have the right to be married. You don't. You don't. I don't care what they say. Just like they keep saying that we're in a democracy. We're not a democracy. We're a constitutional republic. There is a chasm of difference between a democracy and a constitutional republic. This is a fact. I won't even argue it with you. Look it up yourself. Shut the fuck up. That's it. Bisexual people don't exist. Bisexual men are gay. Bisexual women are just whores. I don't know about that. There's people that I've heard plenty of people openly, that's how they want to do it, Doesn't bother me. But when I see, okay, you look in the movies, right? It's this gay shit. It's overrepresented, right? They estimate gay people can be anywhere from 2 to 10% of the population. But every fucking new show I see, some prominent figure is gay. This is impossible. This does not happen in real life. Or transgender, or interracial couples. It's overrepresented. They're jamming this shit down our throat. Ugly truth, what's happening? Is it evening there already? Oh, I guess it is. Yeah, it's afternoon here, bud. I am bisexual. I like getting both holes. Shocking. Special case at each ear. What's up, Ludwig? Yep. Yeah, they call Trump homophobic, this and that. Jesus Christ. Gay marriage was the Trojan horse for all the trans shit. Yeah, see, they should repeal the gay marriage thing. Yeah, because they didn't go. Look, the only way to make a right in the United States is to get an amendment passed, right? Which is extremely difficult, which the Democrats know is never going to fly. You know what I mean? Now, I could see some rights given towards their civil unions and stuff because, I read an article one time, and I doubt that the story was true, but 2 gay men, right? They got together, they loved each other, whatever. And the one guy's family didn't like it at all. They cut him off, whatever. That's perfectly fine. I've seen men marry women or women marry men. The one side of the family doesn't like the person they choose. They never speak to them again. That happens. I think it's wrong, but that happens, right? So these 2 lived together for 20 years. They shared furniture, everything else in life that a couple shares, right? And then the guy with the family that didn't want nothing to do with him, he died. And they wouldn't let his partner, the other gay dude, they wouldn't let him come to the funeral. They went and they came into the apartment, took all his possessions. Now, I don't know how true this story is, but if that can even happen, I think that's wrong. I just think it's wrong. I think that's wrong. I don't think that should be able to happen.
I don't care if your family disagrees with your choices in life. It doesn't matter. I don't think your family should be able, upon your death, no, I think that's wrong. So, whatever the solution to that is, but, and if they can pass amendment for gay marriage, and that's fine, but now the way they did the same thing for gay marriage that they did for abortion. You know what I mean? And they didn't stop abortion either. But to say it's the law of the land, it's not. The Supreme Court doesn't have the power in the United States to make law or to give out rights. They don't. It's that fucking simple. Now you get some commie to commie speak you, right? And make you believe it. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. So is it going to be a rhino-free cabinet this time? Well, let's put it this way. Trump has admitted, and let's face it, this makes perfect sense. Trump was never a politician. He didn't know who to pick. So he picked people based on advice he was given. He made some good picks. He made some bad picks. I think now he has some experience, and I think he's in a better position to pick people. He should have locked Hillary Clinton up. He should have locked her up. I think he should lock her up now. I think Biden should be investigated. Him locked up. Yeah, I think all that. Yep. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. These fucking people. All right, let's go outside. Hopefully this fucking dog ain't barking up a storm. Christ. Maybe if I go this way. Christ. Fucking glare. Fuck it. Fuck what I'm gonna do. What's up, Linda? Yeah, I got to tell you, my mood has improved tremendously since the Trump win. You know what I mean? And this is another arrow in the mainstream media's side and these so-called independent liberal channels on YouTube too. Bullshitting you, telling you it's going to be a close election and all this bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking ridiculous. Okay, Nameless, you're on the verge. You're very close. Okay, you're very close. All right. Well said, Ludwig. Ludwig says, I'm with you, Jim. This is a victory for ordinary people that have a fucking clue. Yeah, it's true. Chase in Texas, my mood has enhanced too. I've been drinking more. I've also been drinking more lately. Well, I haven't drank in almost 18 months. Don't congratulate me, please. I've always found it difficult to accept praise for something I'm not doing, for something that I didn't handle well. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. What's up, Richie? The Kamala cult breakdown has been great, though. Yeah. It's just fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Well, you know what, Eleanor, you're right. And what he's doing is trying to anger me. And, he's this close. I just hit a button. See ya. Coming in somebody else, start some more shit. See ya. That's what I'm doing on this channel. I'm not putting up with any anti-Trump bullshit. You got hundreds of channels where you can go cry, where you can go start some shit. You're not going to do it on my channel. You're not. You're just not. It's that simple. No. What's up, man? Trump, baby. Fucking love it. Fucking love it, man. Well, it just put a pause on the communist revolution. Let's put it that way. And let me tell you something. J.D. Vance would be an excellent fucking pick for president in 4 years. I think J.D. Vance could take the presidency. I really do. You know what I mean? I really do. I think that's the best choice of VP I've ever seen. You know what I mean? In my life. You know? What's up, hoax? I told you we win, Jim. Well, see, what I was worried about was the cheating. I was very worried about the cheating. But and Trump had some guardrails up. I mean, they had hundreds of lawyers in all the swing states. He won every fucking swing state. Nobody thought that would happen. Jesus Christ. There were people calling for a landslide. But, yeah, and then that fucking Professor Lichtman, yeah, he was wrong. He's supposedly doing a live stream, I think, this Thursday to explain how the keys didn't work. Fucking believable. What do you mean by settle? Oh, no. It's definitely not. No. Let me see. I think it looks like the Republicans are going to take it. But, what's the count on the House? GOP got two. So as of now, the GOP has 213 seats. The Democrats have 203. 218 is needed for a majority. So the Republicans need 5 seats. The Democrats need 15. Recently, the GOP gained 2 seats and the Democrats lost 2 seats. So you really need that to push agendas like that Trump's trying to push. Deportation, all that. Let me tell you something. Between now and the time he's inaugurated, there's going to be a whole bunch of unbelievable bullshit that these assholes are going to try to push. I guarantee you, they'll call for impeachment. Yeah, they'll try to start impeachment process. Well, that's going to be difficult with them not having the House or the Senate. It's going to be a little difficult for them. So, hence why they're rigging Arizona. Yeah. I think I'm having internet issues. Nobody said, it's been great to see the mass rejection of all those cringe celebrity endorsements, Diddy and chums. Bye-bye. Yeah, I mean, and in such a, let me tell you something. All those criminal indictments and all the bullshit they've churned up about Trump, for him to win this decisively, tells you people, the mainstream media is done. They're fucking done. They're on their way out. I think the future of news is going to be not necessarily channels like mine. I'm no big fucking news news guy. But channels like My Brothers, Hard Bastard, I mean, who can trust the leftists anymore? I mean, if you're any kind of open-minded person, you got to start questioning yourself here. I mean, why did all these people? You can't explain it away and they're in a cult and all this bullshit. That doesn't hold. It never did hold water, but it's all bullshit. These commie wannabe motherfuckers have done nothing but lie, nothing but lie. Project 25 provides 25G internet to all Trump voters. What does that mean, Bobby? Are you joking? What are you? J-Lo crying, please don't send me to prison. Why would she go to prison? She was involved with Diddy or something. I can't even follow that shit. Like, what did he really do? What's going on? You ain't really gonna know the truth of it until he goes to trial. Chase said, I'd be grateful if the price of premium cigars goes down $24 for an Oliva Cerise V is just too damn much. Yeah, my buddy smokes cigars. I was just breaking his balls about it. He buys it. I used to, when I cut grass for Reese, there was a guy in Chestnut Hill that's extremely liberal. It's on the edge of Philly, extremely liberal, very pricey place to live, some really nice homes. This guy would go to Cuba to do business all the time. And every time he saw me come up, if he was home, he'd give me 3 or 4 cigars from Cuba. Yeah. And I priced the cigars out one time. One was $20, one was $30. Yeah. And I'd smoke them. As Q said, they think you're stupid. They thought you would follow the stars. Celebrity leftists think they are much more important than they really are. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Yes, media always alleges Project 2025 is a super nefarious plot to do unimaginable things. Yeah, but that was just another attempt at fucking propaganda. I mean, come on. It's just more bullshit. You fucking break. So, AJ, if you're out there listening, I cannot find where I banned you. I believe I did. You came on and said you did. You were too much of a pussy to fucking stay on the channel. But I understand. You're devastated. Your commie queen didn't win. I get it. I understand. So I'm going to do my brother's video. It's a long one, but it's pretty good. I watched this earlier. This is a pretty good video, so watch this.
Guys, sometimes the universe gives us a gift. And today that gift comes in the form of CNN's latest attempt at journalism. I'm using that term very loosely. It is becoming apparent by the day that the leftists on cable news networks have not actually absorbed what happened on Tuesday. They're in complete denial. By any measure, the results of the 2024 election has been seen as a mandate by the American people for Donald Trump's America First agenda. Not only did Trump win back the White House, but Republicans took back the Senate and probably held on to the House. Republicans now have a majority of governors and a majority of state legislatures. And the Supreme Court over the last several years has been slowly but surely working its way back to a constitutional body, sans the loony left nonsense. Now, in this video, we're going to go over several instances where leftist panels on cable news networks are losing it and haven't learned from their mistake. And at the end, I'm going to show you one left-wing panelist who actually got it right, but they don't want to listen to him. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and smack that like button because it does help us with the algorithm to get our message out to more people. And don't forget that every Friday night at 6 Eastern, we do a live stream where we read the week's most interesting stories. We tweak them with a bit of humor, a dash of sarcasm, and a whole lot of conservative common sense. Join us. All right, so let's jump in. CNN held what could only be described as a struggle session. The latest meltdown came from when a young black Republican political consultant, yes, they do exist, much to CNN's apparent chagrin, dared to explain why the popular vote of Americans rejected their precious leftist ideology. Now watch how mid-sentence he is attacked by another member of the panel, and then the host scolds the conservative, saying that he's the one that should be tolerant. Give it a watch.
A lot of families out there who don't believe boys should play girls' sports.
They're not boys. I'm not going to listen to transphobia at this table. I am not going to listen to you call a trans girl a boy.
Are you going to allow me to finish my explanation?
When you use a word that's a slur, I'm going to interrupt. That's not how it is.
Jay,
they're not boys. They're not
boys.
They're not playing girls softball. I'm not going to sit there and listen
for a second because, look, this is a really heated issue, right? And Sharmichael, I know you. I know that you understand that people have different views on this. I think out of respect for Jay, like, let's try to talk about this in a way that is respectful.
Wait a minute. Sharmichael wasn't disrespectful to the other guy. The other guy was disrespectful to Sharmichael.
Okay, so let me rephrase this since I'm being targeted here.
I don't. To be clear, you are not being.
But
targeted.
I am. But it's okay.
I'm specifically saying that I know that you are not intending to be transphobic.
He should know that I'm not. But he wants to sit here and
calling you transphobic. I'm saying you're using a phrase.
I want to give you an opportunity.
So the way regular people interpret it,
that's not regular people. That's not regular people. There's no consensus. These are actually boys.
There is a large consensus, dude. Sorry, you're just wrong. Watch.
This whole thing about trans
girls are not boys. It's real fucking simple. No one really believes this. A small contingent of lunatics believe that.
Girls is a canard. We're talking about a tiny, tiny sliver of the population.
So if it's a tiny, tiny sliver of the population and a large section of the population is against it, then what's your argument here?
And we're using that.
But my point in terms of its effectiveness.
Just get to your point.
My point in terms of its effectiveness. Regular people with children look at these things and they say, you know what? This is a bit too far. I do not agree with this. I don't like this. I think Democrats are going way too much to the left on social issues. They're uncomfortable with it. A lot of people believe that. A lot of families believe that. Yeah. You may disagree with that reality, but that's why Republicans kept running those ads over and over and over again, because they saw the metrics suggested that they were working
in those ads over
and over
again. Using rhetoric like you just used, saying this is boys playing girls sports.
First of all, we're talking about 5 people in the entire country.
We're talking about.
How is that rhetoric? That girls can't be boys? Or girls can be boys? How is that rhetoric? I still get confused when it's complete fucking insanity. Insanity.
Trans girls being allowed to play with the people who are in their gender.
People who are in their gender. Look, the guy who argued with him that he can't call transgender women biological males is named Jay Michelson. Believe it or not, he's a rabbi and author of God versus Gay, the Religious Case for Equality. He was allowed to interrupt Sharmichael's spot with an offensive attack meant to silence him. That's what they do. They want to silence you. Can't let your version of reality come out. When the conservative didn't back down, we watched the biased CNN host scold him to be more tolerant of the viewpoints of the guy who was intolerant to his viewpoints. I mean, it's apparent that the leftists on the panel, that they don't want to hear anything that is contrary to their own opinion. They just want to be in a woke supremacy bubble where they bounce ideas off each other all day long without any contrary viewpoints being allowed into the conversation. The takeaway is that the CNN host was arrogant and condescending to the Republican consultant who was spot on describing why the American people voted the way they did in the 2024 election. All right, so the next one, we have another CNN struggle session where conservative panelist Scott Jennings argues why the country voted the way they did for Trump. And the leftists on the panel don't want to admit that what he's saying is absolutely right. Because for some reason, the leftists, they have to make up excuses for why they lost whenever they lose an election. They can't do any self-introspection and see what went wrong. But in a minute, I'm going to show you a left-wing panelist who did some self-introspection of their party and himself, who did point out where his side of the aisle was wrong. And we'll see in the future if anyone on his team will listen to him. My bet is probably not, because they are arrogant and condescending to different viewpoints. But get this a watch. It's good.
And for everybody out there wanting Trump to pivot or change or somehow whatever you want him to do, he just won a mandate from the American people to execute on the program that he laid out in this election. It wasn't particularly close. And I think he ought to put people in place who are going to do it. That's what the people
will go
are
after
asking
his
for.
enemies. I mean, that's
not what he ran on.
Yes, he did.
No, he
It is
didn't.
explicitly
what he ran on.
that is explicitly.
That's not what he ran on.
Look at what he said in the past week. He literally said that he was going to exact vengeance.
You still don't understand how you lost. He ran on
Don't
immigration.
say me. I'm not a Democrat.
He ran on immigration.
I'm a journalist.
He ran on inflation.
I'm not here paid
He
to
ran
represent
on-
one of the many things he ran on. In
You know
addition,
how arrogant
he
they
ran
are?
on the issues that people care about. He ran on the
Scott,
economy. He
and
ran on
nobody's saying that
immigration.
he didn't run
They won't even let him get his point out.
on those things, but he also ran on vengeance.
yes,
He did also run on going after the people who went after
That was not in his platform. Sorry. If he makes a statement like that, that doesn't mean it's in his platform.
him.
and
It
journalists.
was a key feature of all of his
Yes.
Scott, he literally said, I am your retribution, the Biden crime family.
Yes, he is the retribution for what the Biden regime did to the American people. He's not talking about himself. Guys, these people on the panel, sans Jennings, they don't seem to understand that the American people were furious with the way they were treated by the Biden-Harris regime. They just can't understand that the things that they did to the country, to the people, that made them struggle to pay for groceries, pay their bills, buy gasoline.
Lock her up. Went after Sessions repeatedly for not doing what he wanted Sessions to do, which was
Yeah, we're talking about 2016 now for some reason.
to indict Hillary or whoever he wanted to
You
indict at
can
the
want his campaign to
And he didn't charge Hillary with anything, even though they threw 4 cases of lawfare on Trump.
have been about, tax reform and things like that. That is not what he said on the stump. Time after time after
And
time.
also
He
there's-
Yes, it
talked about
is. He
going
talked about
after his
taxes all the
enemies.
Even if-
time.
Heartened by
Even
the
if you
fact
just-
that the left still cannot
Even
figure
if
this
you
There we
out.
go.
just
Good-
take
it's
the
a good sign.
January 6th part of it, he made that a big part of his campaign, that he would, if he were in power, pardon those people. You can't say
No, he didn't say. They say that he's going to pardon all the January 6th defenders. No, he never said that. He never said it. Go and listen to him. He said he would pardon the January 6th defendants who were in prison for trespassing because the police opened the doors for them. That's what he said. Go back and listen to it.
that was not on the agenda. It absolutely was.
What was the campaign about? Why
Here
did
we go.
Okay,
tens
but do
of
you think that
millions
he's
of
going to do
people-
those other things when it comes to the Department of Justice?
They don't even look at what the Biden-Harris regime did with the Department of Justice. They went after Trump for things he didn't do. They went after Trump for things he didn't do, but Joe Biden did, and they looked the other way for Joe Biden in the documents case.
I don't know what he's going to do. I don't
big
talk
part
to
of the
him.
campaign
I'm just
was being a victim. Like that was a big part of it, was his victimhood.
He was a victim.
They're coming for you, but they're going to have to get through me. That was his whole line. That is all about the enemies list. That is all.
I
Yes,
totally
it is.
I totally
That's
disagree.
totally
The
wrong.
deep state.
That's not-
This is the stuff that he talked about on the stump. Unless you just don't want to listen to him. Those are his own words.
I listen
Scott,
plenty.
If you believe that people who violated the Capitol on January 6th committed a crime, which I would hope you would, because they weren't invited in the way they claimed they were, right?
Invited in.
They were not there. They didn't go through security the way the rest of us have to go through to get into the Capitol.
They opened
They
the door.
were prosecuted. They were convicted. And now they're serving jail time. And he has said repeatedly that they're political prisoners and he is going to spring them, right? What does that tell you about how he's going to weaponize the Justice Department?
I mean, guys, the Biden administration weaponized the Justice Department. They did. They did a pretty big job of it, too. And for these people on the panel to completely ignore that and claim that Trump is going to do that before he's done anything denies belief in a benevolent being.
And on whose behalf? On behalf of people who committed crimes for him, not for anybody else.
They walked into the building when the police opened the door. They adhered to the velvety ropes. They took selfies. What kind of crime is that? There was a riot outside and there were people that had nothing to do with the riot inside.
I mean, I admire your, I don't know if I want to call it naivete or optimism that Trump is going to run on the policies you care about deregulation and tax cuts and whatnot. That's just not what his campaign was about.
Well,
That's not what he has indicated.
With all due respect, I've run more campaigns than you, and I know what campaigns are about, and I know why people walk into voting booths.
Why people walk into?
You're totally wrong. The others on the panel, they were so arrogant and condescending to Jennings, who does a great job standing up to that onslaught. You got to give it to him. They were trying to push rhetoric that Trump said by being literal of his words. The age-old argument that they make about Donald Trump will weaponize the DOJ, go after his political opponents, completely missing the irony that Donald Trump's political opponents were the ones that were in power for the last 4 years, weaponizing the DOJ against him, against his supporters and his lawyers. It's what I call intentional stupidity, when they make excuses for their failures so that they don't have to confront the fact that they got things wrong. Okay, and finally, I bring you Van Jones, who gives the panel he's sitting with a well thought out explanation of the tactics that the Trump campaign and all the Republican campaigns used as a strategy to get their message out. Give this a watch.
And here's how we got beat. We got beat because the Republicans and conservatives built a different media system that had to do with online, had to do with podcasts, had to do with streaming platforms, and they were spending their money there. We were laughing at them and knocking on doors in Philadelphia and Detroit. It's like, there's no Trump people. They're not dropping literature. They're not knocking on doors.
In fact, it was laughing like, oh, Elon Musk and Charlie Kirk, but their PACs don't know what they're doing.
We were making fun of Donald Trump for having thrown away his ground game and doing some weird stuff online. We thought that they were idiots. It turned out we were the idiots. We woke up in a body bag.
We were the idiots.
Because while we were knocking on doors, they were making these phones into 24-hour-a-day political weapons for themselves. And so we got outflanked, outplayed, outbeat by people who told us the whole time that they knew what they were doing.
Yep. So Van Jones, guys, don't forget, he's a communist. All right. But he's a smart communist. That was by the Liberty Daily, by the way. That's a very good aggregate site. LibertyDaily.com. Go visit it. So there we saw Van Jones trying to explain to the panel why the Republicans won such a mandate. And it has nothing to do with the Republicans personally themselves, but how they got a nationalist, populist, America First message out to everyone who wanted to hear it. And I think that's right. All right. So in a world where tolerance often seems one-sided, CNN panels are showing us the real struggle of standing up for normal American values in cable news media. As we saw, truth often gets overshadowed by bias, but it doesn't have to stay that way, guys. If you value genuine conversations and challenging the status quo, then join us in spreading this message. When they try to silence the truth, that's exactly when you know that you've hit a nerve. All right, stay informed, stay bold, and let's keep the conversation alive. Thanks for watching. And remember, your voice matters.
It's hard to understand why some people put their head in the sand.
God damn. These fucking commies will never stop. They don't learn their lesson. They just keep with the same bullshit. Yeah, no problem, Richie. I usually play one or two of your videos every show. That was a long one. That was a good one, though. It was good. How many, let me see how many views that got. It's only got 944 views. Usually get more than that for better fucking videos. I mean, shorter videos, or, you know, that was a better video than you usually do, I would say. It's Sunday. Yeah, well, you'll probably pick up views as the day goes on. It's only 4:10. Play this one. All right, hold on, Richie. What the fuck? Maybe. The channel. But this one's about a minute long. Brother wants me to play it.
Democrats keep saying, but he's a convicted felon. You voted for a convicted felon. What the Democrats don't realize, or they do and they just don't care, is that the 34 charges against Donald Trump started out as state misdemeanor documents charges. They didn't sign a certain paper, or they didn't cross their T's or dot their I's everywhere. They're extremely low level. And the statute of limitations for them had run out 6 years prior. So there were no documents charges that the state could legally throw against Donald Trump. But what the utterly anti-Trump biased Judge Juan Merchan did was allow the radical New York prosecutor Alvin Bragg to somehow magically convert the 34 state-level documents charges that were misdemeanors and the statute of limitations ran out to federal elections felonies. Forget the fact that state prosecutors can't work in the federal system. Judge Merchan allowed it. And to add insult to injury, the biased judge refused to let the defense team call a Federal Elections Commission executive to testify that Trump broke no federal election laws. So Trump faced a New York jury that hated him anyway, without the knowledge that a state prosecutor illegally, unlawfully, and unconstitutionally worked in the federal system with charges for something he never did that were upgraded from state documents charges that had nothing to do with elections or the federal system, and that the statute of limitations ran out. So yeah, Donald Trump is a convicted felon. And the lefties are a group of morons.
Jesus Christ. That whole conviction, it's just the jury instructions that judge gave is enough to overturn. I mean, oh my God. You listen to Alan Dershowitz talk about it. He's like, I've never seen a case this corrupt in my 60 years of practice. He's literally said this. So, Ludwig said, what I like now is the movement now seems bigger than Trump himself. If he's taken out, the idea remains in the minds of Americans. Yes, that's true. And if he were to be killed, I think Vance would easily push the Trump platform. I think you're going to see multiple assassination attempts. I think you're going to see that. And the judge still wants to put him in jail. And he represented Epstein, so that's saying something. Yeah, it's insane that they prosecuted that case. That's just pure fucking insanity. And they should go to prison for that. Whoever brought those charges should go to prison. They should definitely go to jail for that. I fucking love this period of politics. I'm fucking loving it.
You don't see every day. An election that shook the establishment to its core. America just witnessed the most dramatic political comeback in history, and it's nothing short of remarkable Trust me. In this video, we're getting into how Trump's victory very quickly has reshaped the country and the principles guiding America's future. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, smack that notification bell, and click the like button because it helps us with the algorithm so that we can get our message out to more people. Also, we do live streams every Friday night at 6 Eastern. We read interesting news stories of the week. We tweak them with a bit of humor, a dash of sarcasm, and a whole lot of conservative common sense. Join us this coming Friday. You'll have a good time. All right, let's get right into this. This isn't just another win in the political arena of ideas, guys. This is a seismic shift that's leaving everyone from the deep state to big tech scrambling. Trump didn't just return to office. He came back with a vengeance, making history in a way that no Republican has in decades. And yes, this really is the beginning of a golden age of America. Now, here's the thing. This movement isn't just about Trump or the Republican Party, unless the Republican Party. What we're seeing here is a wave of Americans rallying behind the core values that built this nation. You know, Democrats and the leftists tried to pin Project 2025 on Trump, even though Trump repeatedly said that he never read it, that he wants nothing to do with it, even though USA Today did a fact check on it and said that Project 2025 has nothing to do with Trump and it was created by the Heritage Foundation. They keep saying. But what all these people never talked about was what was really in Project 2025. Not the stuff that the Democrats lied about saying was in there, not realizing that anybody could go and read it online for free. You know, like there's no abortion ban listed in Project 2025, but Kamala Harris kept pushing that idea. A lot of other Democrats were as well, but it's a lie. No, there is none of the goofy stuff that the libnuts say are inside Project 2025. Project 2025 basically says this, that America was built with core values, and the core values were based on the Judeo-Christian way of life and the constitutional principles that were delivered to us by our founding fathers. Now, unfortunately for the left, there are still a majority of Americans who believe in those core values. And Trump's promise, he said he wants to fight for you, to fight for your family, and to fight for your future every single day. It's a promise that's already turning heads around the world. Well, think about that, a mandate that could reshape America's entire future. No more guilt trips by leftists, no more globalist ideas preyed upon local children in schools. This wasn't just a victory, guys. It was a blowout. It was a rout. With 71 million votes, Trump didn't just secure the popular vote. He captured it with a margin that sent shockwaves. Republicans not only held the Senate, but expanded it, securing 54 seats. In the House, they're gaining ground, too. None of the dopey left-wing billionaire donors could have stopped this wave from coming. And here's the question. Was it ever just about Trump? That was a big mistake that the left made during this campaign. And Donald Trump, the whole time, kept telling them that it wasn't about him. It was about us, the American people. But the surprises don't end there. Perhaps the most surprising part was the demographics that shifted. Trump saw an unprecedented surge in Latino and Black voters, with huge gains in places like New Jersey, a Democratic blue stronghold forever. In Michigan, he took the Latino vote by an incredible 25 points. You might think the left would see this coming, but it seems they underestimated a massive shift in values among minority voters because they always believed that they were beholden to them. They were dependent on them. Now, minority voters were lied to by the Democratic overlords for decades. The Democrats told them that they loved them and that they would do all kinds of things for them that they never really did, but that they loved them and they would do them. And that's all the people knew growing up. It was generational. They told them that the conservatives and the Republicans were evil racists who hated them because of the color of their skin. It was never true, but they're very good at lying. It's what Democrats do. But these people still had within them the love of country, the love of community, the love of fellow man, enough to have it stirred again when being exposed to the America First movement that Trump started. The Democrats never even realized what was happening until it was just too late. And the America First movement welcomes these people with open arms. Let's take it a step further. Across Europe, younger generations are embracing nationalist populist movements. defying every expectation that Gen Z would just go along with the progressive playbook. Here's a shocker. We thought that it was going to be the millennials, but it's Gen Z that could be the most conservative generation on record. I've said this before. And it's not just Gen Z. Voters from all walks of life are uniting around common values, ones that the establishment has pushed aside for far too long, because those common values make it so that the people don't have to be dependent on them. They don't need government. They don't need the establishment. Guys, this is bigger than an election. It's a wake-up call. A growing coalition that is being referred to as the normie realignment is saying enough is enough. They're pushing back against identity politics and calling for a return to decency, faith, and yes, the age-old American dream. This new American era, it's happening whether the establishment likes it or not. This realignment is happening on a global scale, guys. Voters in the U.S. and beyond are stepping up, rejecting radical ideologies they see as eroding the very foundations of society. Trump's agenda, strong borders, energy independence, reforming the deep state, getting rid of them. It isn't just popular, it's a mandate to restore order in a world that feels increasingly out of control. So if you're wondering whether this is just another news cycle, guess again. And now, with a clear directive from the American people, this administration is setting out to end what they're calling the epidemic of woke madness. It's about putting America's interests first, pushing back against a radical minority, and bringing back a sense of unity. America's founding principles are back on the table, and the country is stepping boldly into a future that champions those ideals. It's going to be a great future, guys. All right. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with everything that's happening in this new American era. I'll see you in the next one. Spread the word.
Yeah, another good video from Richie. Who did I see here? Linda Hunter? What's up, Linda? Yep. Vance, what's happening? What's up, Vance? Welcome to the chat. Is anybody there that hasn't commented yet? Let yourself be known. Let yourself be known. I can't say hi if you don't fucking comment. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I'm in a better mood and fucking, goddamn. And it's, like my boss is for Trump. His parents are for Trump. I don't know if the Mexican guy in the truck is for Trump. But, yeah, I know Danny, our other worker's for Trump. I know the guy that used to be the foreman that worked there, he was for Trump. I personally, how could you possibly be for Kamala Harris after what we just experienced the last 4 years? How could you possibly be for this person? It's just complete fucking insanity. Complete insanity. I mean, thank God. Yeah, well, AJ's too much of a pussy to even come on. Now, the day after Trump won, I did a stream, and I was in the midst of trying to find how I banned AJ. Right? I cannot find him, so I don't think I banned him. He came in and made one comment on another email, I guess, said that I did ban him, but can't find it in the guest list. Can't find it on YouTube Studio. So. Richie, I want you to go in the guest list on your side for StreamYards. Maybe because you're I'm in on your coattail. Maybe it's not showing me. I don't know. But I mean, I checked again today. See, I don't know, because it doesn't show anybody banned for me in YouTube Studio or StreamYards, and I ban people. So it doesn't show anybody banned. So, and from time to time, YouTube changes where you can see banned people. It just, it drives me nuts. So maybe I'm not seeing it, Richie, because when you ban them on StreamYard, which is what I did, you go under guests, right? And it shows you who's banned, and I don't show anybody banned. And I banned people from StreamYards, and I don't see anybody. So maybe StreamYards changed their way too. I can't stand this shit. They change everything up. Maybe you only ban them per stream. Well, yeah. I don't see any of these people coming back. You know? Chat disconnected again and again. My goodness, no, I don't see any of that happening here. So Vance said, we had a Trump party. I got this bong where Trump is hugging the shaft of the bong. And when you use it, then the American flag starts to show up and he is hugging the flag. It's so cool. Well, I'm not going to experience that no time soon because I'm sober from everything for almost 18 months. So pretty happy about that, man. I had a lot of anxiety towards the end, probably like the last year. A combination of Xanax and fucking drinking. Oh, God. I didn't really do a lot of Xanax, and I did a fair amount of drinking, but, my ex drank a lot more than me. I was never shaking because of no alcohol. I never had to drink in the morning. I drank till well into the morning. I've done that, but, never had to wake up and have a drink. But it was, it would relieve my anxiety, but then I had to take, then it wasn't relieving my anxiety. Then I had to take Xanax. And, if I didn't continue to take that, the anxiety would come back triple. So I'm glad I don't have to go through that fucking chemical ping pong bullshit anymore. I really am. User ID would be, I believe, AJ. AYEJAY or JAYE. It would be, you would notice it, Richie. Do you see any guest banned on StreamYard, Richie? If you go in the settings and you pick up guests, right? It says no banned guests. So yeah, AJ is a retard. We know that. But even if I go to YouTube Studio, it's not showing anybody that I banned, Richie. So where are all these people that I'm banning? I don't understand it. I really don't. Hold on. Who's that? I have something to say. I saw Jimmy hide them. Yeah, believe me, I am like 99.9% sure that I banned him. Do you understand? I didn't just hide him. I banned him. And he came on for one comment and said that I did ban him. But I cannot find, in fact, I can't find anybody else that I banned. So I don't know what's going on. Where's the banned list on StreamYard? So if you go in the settings, Richie, then you hit guests. I believe that's the way to but I don't see any banned guests. You know, and I've banned people from StreamYards. You know, I've done it. So, and I did this before with AJ, and I found them. I had to go to StreamYards to figure out how to do it. But if you type them a message, they'll answer you back quickly. But I don't see any banned guests. I want to see if JFK Jr. can open up the research on psychedelics. Well, that's already been opened up, but I don't know what his stance on psychedelics is. But I would think psychedelics are much more safer than these other medications, these depression medications. Oh my God. Some of them make your dick not work. Oh, Jesus. And it's been documented that some people get a lot of mental help from just one mushroom experience, just one. And let me tell you something. When I was doing drugs, I was tripping, and you guys all know, I was tripping once a week, like 300 micrograms every week, sometimes twice. And that shit, at some level, helped me. It did. That and being in nature. And I haven't hiked in a while. I need to go hike. Yeah, I think that found no banned guests. Yeah, but Richie, here's my point. He's saying he's still banned, right? I don't know why he would lie about that. And I've banned other people, and nobody's showing up banned. Nobody's showing up banned in YouTube Studio. Nobody. I'm not finding anyone. And usually there's a whole banned list. So, you know. What's up, Canuck? You timed him out for 3 minutes last I saw. You banned me once by mistake after a long time ago. You changed channels, and that's how I'm back. Too bad for AJ. Well, Paxil's all off. You know, I think there was a guy here where it was taking Zoloft. Zoloft shows up as hot for benzos. So we sent him to the doctor. The doctor gave him a document that he showed us that he's showing hot for benzos. And then he tested negative for it like a week later. But we threw him out anyway. He tested hot for meth. Fucking kid's an idiot. RFK Jr. said he's replacing the fluoride in the water with low-dose Cyazypyr. No, he didn't. Come on, man. Don't say that. Why do I care about what? Oh, AJ. Well, because, Richie, I said that I would unban him, and it's a bit of a mystery. I banned him because he was talking shit on Trump, and he was talking things that he don't know what he's talking about. I'm not going to get into a discussion with a fucking retard. I'm tired of it. Yeah, liquid. RFK never said that. Where's Streaky Bloken? He would enjoy celebrating. He was so happy about the Trump MAGA. Streaky was on my channels. Streaky was, I think he was on the last couple. I think he was in my brother's Friday live stream too. Yeah, Streaky was, I think Streaky showed up the day after when I did the Trump thing. Yeah. So I couldn't really make my brother's thing because we were having a house meeting. Of course, he told me the house meeting was at 6:30. He doesn't show up to 7:30. And then he tells me that he never told me it was 6:30. This is the kind of bullshit I got to put up with. You know, you tell me something, then you deny telling me something. You know, it's just, I was mistaken. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. Comes in the lock, good guy. Yeah. Streaky's all right. He's from over there, from Dangerfield. Yeah, I saw him in your stream Friday night. It's going to be more difficult for me to
the 10-year streams, Richie. But maybe now he's claiming that that he's going to have these meetings at 7:30. This dude can never make a certain time. I guarantee he's not going to be here at 7:30. It's not going to happen. I can almost guarantee it. So, or he'll cancel it or whatever. So, I mean, he does do a lot. He has a busy life, but Jesus Christ. No, Bobbity, Liquid's bullshitting. RFK never said that. He never said he would replace it with low dose Psilocybin. Never said it. Although I don't think I would be opposed to that. But see, I don't see how that low dose shit does any fucking good at all. You know, microdosing is like kissing your sister. I don't think it does any fucking thing. I don't think it does. Yeah, I've looked at it. Whose leg are we going to pull now that AJ's gone? AJ has another account that he can come under. You can easily make another email account. Ask Nino/Nelson. It's easy to do. So, and he already has another one. It's Anthony. I think it's Anthony Brown. He comes under. He was in the other day, the day when I was gloating. I did that gloating stream the day after Trump won. He made one comment. You did ban me because I was discussing how I was searching for how he was banned. Yeah, Anthony Johnson. Right, correct. It's Anthony John. Jimmy, you properly cracked me up, man. Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad because I did say publicly that I would unban him, but I can't find him. So, but AJ he knows how to get the fuck on. Anthony Black. No, it says Anthony Johnson. I've seen he came in under that the other day. But the big pussy, that was the only comment he made. I guess he could handle the heckling. Yeah, he voted for Kamala. I'll bet you that pussy didn't even vote. I'll bet you he didn't even vote. You know, that lazy motherfucker. Oh, that's right. Anthony E. Sim Johnson. Pakistani orphan Johnson. Little orphan Anthony. I did put him in timeout last week. Richie, can you go to your YouTube studio? Look under the band list. See if AJ, A-Y-E, I think it's J-A-Y-E is there. I'm not understanding how I have nobody's banned. Nobody. And I've banned people on this channel. So this shit doesn't make any fucking sense. Unless YouTube changed. And even that doesn't make any fucking sense. I like the title I made for that video the day after Trump won. Trump won. Take that, you filthy commies. I thought that was great. Yeah, I cannot find. I just can't find it. Automated filters, hidden users, nothing. Literally nothing. Let's go under defaults just for the hell of it. I can't find anything. I just, I don't get it. Trump did not win. We the people won finally. Oh, I told you I did. I just thought you looked in StreamYards, Richie. AJ is lying. I don't think he is, Richie. Richie, I swear to God, I know I banned him. And the thing of it, the weird thing is, I can't find anybody I banned. No, it says I banned no one, and I have banned people. So, shit don't make no fucking sense. Tell him to clear his cache. No, I don't think that has anything to do with it, Richie. I'm telling you, Richie, I don't show any band members, any band people. And I should be able to see that. I've never seen that before. There's usually a wide list. And usually I'm able to see who my moderators are too. And I don't see that either. I don't get it. I'm going to have to research it at some point if I remember. I only think about it when I start doing the stream. I mean, AJ's not that near and dear to me. And he can come on in another. He has an account he can come in on. Band list works. I have about 15 of Nelson's accounts in there. Yeah, I have none, Richie, which is, it's odd. It's just, I've never seen it. Clear the cache in your brain, for fuck's sake. I'm sick of AJ. Well, I wanted to gloat. I wanted to break balls. I kind of fucked myself here. Fucking dickhead. Oh my God, he's such a fucking retard. Hey, listen, if anybody feels like donating, there's a pinned comment at the top of the page. My buymeacoffee.com. I also have Cash App and PayPal, so let me know. Let's get some kind of grift going here, for God's sake. Here I am. Did I come off the screen temporarily? Nano said, I made fun of his confidence in Lichtman repeatedly in HB's chat, and he did not respond. You're back. Yeah, because I backtracked on something. Yeah. When I was first starting out, when I would do that, oh my God, I didn't know what to do. I mean, the only thing I know about a computer is how to stream and StreamYards. You know what I mean? I can search for shit, but I usually just use my phone. It's just, I don't know. I only use this for live streaming on YouTube. That's it. Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, here's something I want to do. All right, here's something I want to do. Come on, you fucking... All right, this is Pacman saying he's terrified. I don't believe this for one moment.
Listen to this big pussy playing the victim.
I'm going to tell you something that is terrifying me. I always try to come here and put a positive face on everything, but there is something going on that is terrifying me. When I woke up this morning, we had lost 5,000 YouTube subscribers compared to where we were last night. Now, the first thing I thought was, is this a glitch?
Now, let me tell you something. He lost 5,000 people. He has 2.65 million people. 5,000 people is nothing. It's a drop in the bucket. It doesn't mean anything. It's probably a little more than he's used to losing, but this is expected when you talk Kamala up, and it was all bullshit, right? Now, he's going to talk about paid subscribers he lost, but he never tells you how many. That's why this is just propaganda here. It's to get him to be a victim in hopes that more people pay for prescriptions to make up for the ones he lost.
We've been on YouTube for 15 years or something like that, and subscribers always just go up. They just never go down. They go up. Is something wrong with my channel? Is someone attacking my channel? What's going on? So I started texting, and I texted Brian Tyler Cohen, and I texted Tyler Cohen and Brian Cohen and Brian Tyler, all of them. I texted all of them. I texted Jesse Dollemore. I texted Luke Beasley and Farron Cousins and Sam Cedar. And every single one of our channels since last night is hemorrhaging subscribers. What is it that is going on? Here is a graphic. As you can see, subscribers just go up, 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 and they are down. It is not just YouTube subscribers. We are seeing record cancellations of paid memberships. Record cancellations. These are the people that keep the show running.
Now, notice he gives you the number of people that unsubscribed at 5,000. He says there's record numbers of cancellation of paid subscribers, but he never gives the number. Never gives the number.
Now, for a moment, I thought, if it's just YouTube, maybe YouTube is purging people who are inactive subscribers. And once a year, usually YouTube does this, and you see a little decline, and then numbers go back up. They're not doing it. They're not doing it. And if that were the case, we wouldn't be seeing paid membership cancellations on the website. So now I understand what is going on. It's terrifying, but it is happening.
Richie, I hear what you're saying, and Pakman knows this too. But the point here is David Pakman is not terrified. This is bullshit. This is propaganda. This is basically a sales promotion. 5,000 people, losing 5,000 people out of 2.65 million. After you've been bullshitting people about Kamala Harris is to be expected. Now, I left certain channels when they were saying Trump was going to win and he was going to win this certification thing and all. It was bullshit. And I got pissed off from that. So, but when he talks about the paid subscribers, he never gives a number. And so what this is to make him look like a victim and possibly get more people to pay to subscribe. That's all this is. He is not terrified. It's fucking bullshit.
Happening. A lot of people are checking out. I heard anecdotally from a couple dozen people who said, you know, David, I just can't do it anymore. I just can't do it. I'm checking out. I'm out. And the reason that this is terrifying, not only because it puts everybody in left-wing media's livelihoods at stake and at risk, it terrifies me because our instinct is the opposite of what the right does, and we will get crushed if this is the way we respond to a defeat. The right wants us not to exist. The right wants to decimate independent progressive media. And so when I lose 5,000 subscribers and Brian loses thousands and Ring of Fire loses thousands and everybody's losing thousands of subscribers, understand that when the right loses, they get organized, they fund, and they create insanely effective organizations like Turning Point.
And again, 5,000 subscribers
when you got 2.65 million people is nothing. It's nothing. All these guys expect to lose some subscribers when their side loses. It's common sense. There's nothing nefarious going on. But he mentions paid subscribers. That's what really gets under his ass. But he never gives you a number. He just says record number. It's bullshit. He's not terrified. He's not.
Point USA, investing in the Daily Wire and building out this huge wing ideas and influencers. So if you're feeling burnt out, outbreak, do it.
Oh, I lost it for a second there.
But when we start canceling the subscriptions, we are in an algorithmic desubscription spiral right now, because when people start unsubscribing on YouTube thinks, oh, we probably shouldn't recommend this content because it's generating a Supreme Court potentially till 2050. We'll talk about that later. We're up against a completely uninhibited Trump. I actually have an entire chapter in my forthcoming book, The Echo Machine, about exactly this. It's the introduction. In the introduction, I explain how it's disgusting to me that when you engage in politics, you can't just find solutions. First, you've got to convince people climate change is even happening. You can't just find solutions because half the country doesn't even accept the science of vaccines. I outline this in the introduction, but I also make the point in the book that if you actually care about the world for ourselves, children, grandchildren, other people, families, friends, people we care about, when you disengage because they've gotten so extreme, you cede ground to.
So Vamps got it right. So, and he's got a book. I think Jimmy's correct. Yes. Let me tell you something. Let me say it again. David Pakman has 2.65 million people. He lost 5,000 subscribers after Trump won. That's to be expected. I left certain conservative channels when Trump lost in 2020. So, but then he goes on to say he lost a record number of paid subscribers, but he never gives you that number. You know what I mean? This is just a sales promotion. He's saying he's terrified. He's not terrified. Yeah, this is just a thing to get more paid subscribers, and he's pushing this fucking book. So yeah, it's bullshit. It's fucking pure bullshit. He ain't terrified of shit.
To them, and you say, do whatever you want.
And if you look at his recent videos, look at the title of the recent videos. He's back to bullshit again. He doesn't give a fuck. And Pakman's a very smart guy. You can tell he's smart. So he knows he's lying. He doesn't think much of his subscribers. I mean, listen, I may be wrong about things, but I'm misinformed or whatever, and I'll admit that. But I'm never going to directly lie to you. I mean, there's no percentage in it. It doesn't make any sense. But this asshole's found a way to fucking monetize these fucking mentally deficient idiots. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
I'm disengaging. Do whatever you want. And we really can't do that. Okay. So my request to you today is please resubscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't watch the clips for months if they're not doing anything for you. Okay. But all of a sudden in 12, 14 hours, the entire progressive media ecosystem is under a threat I have never seen before. We've never seen anything like this. Consider this is the moment where we have to support independent progressive media. If it's not my show, that's fine. Okay, there's plenty of shows you can support. Consider getting a membership. Consider it. We have a code. The new coupon code is not again. All one word. Not.
And there it is. Get a membership, and he offers you the discount.
Again, it really represents the dread that we are all feeling. Consider getting a membership. If you want to understand what happened, I outline it in the book, The Echo Machine. Please pre-order the book. there is the assumption you can't have a successful independent nonfiction book unless you have like CNN or MSNBC behind you. I want to prove that wrong. This book will also explain what it is that we are dealing with and how you defend against it historically. Here is the last thing I will say on this, and then we'll take a break and get to some other things. There has never been a movement that succeeded when they exited activism after a loss. No movement has succeeded when they take a loss and they go, I'm out. Never happened. And on the other hand, if you look at
now, do you hear this? He presents this like this is some kind of wise thing to say. No shit, David.
The advances and victories of the progressive era, the advances and victories of the New Deal era, the advances and victories of the civil rights era, they've all come after setbacks. They've all come after setbacks. So that's my plea. We are very worried. I would love to sugarcoat it, but we have never seen numbers like this, ever. Numbers this bad. Consider it. Do what you feel is right. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
He's terrified. He's not terrified. He's not terrified at all. I don't believe any of that. He's simping for his show. It's that simple. Well, at least Piers Morgan, I don't know. He seems to go the way the wind blows. At least I've heard more truth out of Piers Morgan than I've ever heard out of David Pakman. So, you know. David Pakman is a guru of deception. Yeah. Rachel Madcow lost half her audience when Mueller admitted there was no evidence of Russian collusion. John Della Russo from Philly. What's up, man? What's up, John Della Russo? Philly boy. I'm down here in South Philly still, John. So now I know. Bobcat Klein, what's up? Welcome to the show. I don't believe it, Richie. I don't. I don't believe it. I think he lost a few paid subscribers. I don't think it was that big of a deal. He's making it into a big deal. Look, he gave him an opportunity. Listen, I've seen him turn streams about me into selling a book or, you know, paying for a subscription. You know, he's good at that. And I don't blame him. That's his livelihood, you know, but he's full of shit. What he should be doing is second. But see, here's the thing, Richie. His bullshit has worked. He's got 2.65 million fucking people. You think he's going to now convert to the truth? No fucking way. No fucking way. It's worked for him. And I think most of these people have some kind of mental illness. I mean, you know, I mean, only 5,000 left him? Come on. Come on. Oh, I said I believe it now. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Billy. Don't forget to hit the like button, people. And you too can donate if you want. There's a pinned comment at the top of the page. You want me to go longer? Let's get a donation in there. Jesus Christ. I'm at the 2-hour mark. No, I feel okay though. Usually I'm pretty tired, but and way too hungry. I'm a little hungry. I'm not that bad though. How many of those millions are U.S. citizens? Well, you know, it really doesn't matter.
he's gotten his brand of bullshit has made him money. Let's face it. You know, his brand of bullshit has made him money. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, let's face it. I think David's a pretty intelligent guy, and I think he's extremely smug and deceptive. He's deceitful. I mean, and it's worked for him. Yeah, I mean, how could you be far left and tell the truth? You can't. You can't. And he claims to be independent media, and yet almost every fucking thing he talks about is something that starts out in the mainstream media. How independent has he? What independent thought has David Pakman ever come up with that's been right? I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm sorry. You know, Trump has already talked to Zelensky and Putin. Yeah, they'll probably accuse him of treason for that. President-elect can do that. He can do that as a private citizen. You know. Pakman is independent from the facts. Correct. Yeah, he's, you know, it's a fucking joke. But, you know, I wouldn't expect David Pakman to start telling the truth. His whole channel is based on bullshit. He has no respect for his subscribers. How could he possibly? And like I said, I may get things wrong at times, but I'm not going to knowingly lie to you. And Pakman clearly is knowingly lying to you. All right, Richie. I just saw your text. Fuck. Okay. All right. So you got to hit his videos and then. Hold on, Richie. I mean, listen to this one video he does. Here's how it's titled. The guy with cognitive decline did win after all. What cognitive decline has Trump shown? How could you possibly listen to David Pakman, right, and believe that and be a part of his little echo chamber? How could you possibly? Trump has shown no mental decline. All right, I sent you that link, Richie, on your phone. Find the video of the Amish. Is there a video of the Amish pulling up to vote somewhere? Oh, Christ. Sometimes these things are so.
Yeah, they fucked them on some farming stuff. And they didn't like it. I'd love to be able to. All right. Fuck. Give me a second here. I think I got something here. Yeah, the government breathed down their throat. I think primarily over milk. And some of these farmers can't farm no more, or at least do what they were doing, because the government raided their farms and shit. Which led to an unprecedented, all these Amish started registering to vote, and they all voted Trump.
To do what they do well. And thus, Donald Trump has become their defender almost by default.
45th and soon to be 47th President Donald J. Trump.
I'm about an hour's drive away from that rally here in one of Pennsylvania's old Amish Anabaptist communities. These people don't like microphones. They don't like cameras. They want to live simple, very traditional lives, untouched by passing fashions and certainly the flashiness and naked ambition of US politics. And it's that commitment to that deeply conservative lifestyle, those very basic values, that's led some Republicans to want to recruit supporters from among this community. And they're trying.
There are about 92,000 Amish in Pennsylvania now. They came to Pennsylvania in the 1700s to escape religious persecution in Europe, where they were being tortured and killed and hounded for refusing to engage in military service. And William Penn and the men around him offered them essentially sanctuary, where they would be and promised them that they would be treated forever with respect, that forever their religious liberties would be respected in Pennsylvania. And so they gave up everything and came here for that chance. And unfortunately, in more recent years, Pennsylvania is breaking that promise to the Amish. I don't have official statistics, but I can tell you that I know many members of this community. I work very closely with them. And absolutely, there is a significant increase in the number of them who are willing to vote this year for the first time ever. And I can tell you there are many who are going to be voting for the first time and voting Republican.
The original goal or objective wasn't to recruit the Amish to support President Trump. I was simply trying to defend them. But it became increasingly clear that the only way to achieve their legal defense rights was to have some political change.
Robert Barnes, you are a lawyer, a litigator, and an activist, and you are reaching out to the Amish community to try to bring in their votes for Donald Trump. It's a matter of principle for you, I gather, but it's also about business. Tell me, how do you reach out to the Amish and sell the case and the person of Donald Trump?
Well, fundamentally, it's because they're getting constantly harassed by the Democratic administration, the Biden-Harris administration, and by Governor Shapiro, Democratic governor of Pennsylvania. So one of the more prominent Amish farmers is Amos Miller.
A Lancaster County farmer was once again in court for violating food safety laws by selling raw milk without a permit.
The Amish farmer was forced to stop selling raw milk in January after 2 E. coli cases from New York and Michigan.
They interpret the raw milk permit as forfeiting your right to make yogurt, to make kefir, to make butter, to make cream. And as we speak, the state of Pennsylvania is trying to put him out of business and prohibit him from distributing food products to his customers who want his products. They're also harassing the Amish in a bunch of other ways, going after how they handle dogs, how they handle animals, how they do carpentry, how they handle workers' compensation, how they handle insurance issues. I mean, it's just been a barrage of harassment for the last 4 years. So I don't have to do much. I just have to say, look, the reason why they're doing it is because you're not politically active. Once you're politically active, maybe they'll stop harassing you and will actually keep the promise the state of Pennsylvania made to them when they first came there, which is that they would protect their way of life and their beliefs and not harass them because of their beliefs.
It's a damn shame. And I'm the only one that talks about it because everyone's afraid to damn talk about it. And then they accuse you of being a conspiracy theorist. He's a conspiracy. And they want to lock you up. They want to put you in jail. The ones that should be locked up are the ones that cheat on these horrible elections that we go through in our country.
So for you, is this a question of defending the rights of individuals against the power of the state? Is it about recruiting voters for Donald Trump? There are only, 80,000 Amish. That's not a very powerful voting bloc, or is it a bit of both?
It's a combination because with the Amish, you have about 80,000 voters that could make the difference in a state like Pennsylvania that's very close. But there's about another 250,000 people who depend upon the Amish for their own economic well-being and way of life. And they're all negatively and adversely impacted. And then you have the millions of people who benefit from Amish food, who benefit from Amish carpentry, and who want to be able to continue to benefit from it. So the impact on the Amish ends up radiating out in this broad way. And the original goal or objective wasn't to recruit the Amish to support President Trump. I was simply trying to defend them. But it became increasingly clear that the only way to achieve their legal defense rights was to have some political change and for them to have more political capital. Because they were looked at as people who wouldn't participate in the system, so they could be run over. And that needed to change, and they understood that needed to change as more and more of them faced harassment that they've never seen in their lifetimes or in their parents' lifetimes.
And when I think of the Amish community, I think of people who are very unmaterialistic. And I see Donald Trump, the guy who goes up and down in a golden elevator. He flies in a private jet stuffed full of luxuries. He's proud of his extreme wealth. It sounds about as far from the Amish as I can possibly imagine. And what on earth can they have in common?
Just someone who will defend their rights. That's really all they care about. They just want to be left alone and to do what they do well. They're great farmers. They're stewards of the land. They live outside of the sort of what I call the Bill Gates dystopian control grid. They are outside of big tech. They're outside of big pharma. They're outside of big food. They're outside of big media. And increasingly, the Democratic Party, if you look at who the top donors are, for example, the Harris campaign, it's big tech, big media, big pharma, big agriculture. And these have become the adversaries of the Amish. And thus, Donald Trump has become their defender almost by default.
And part of the Amish's, creed is respect each other. It is love your neighbor. And whenever you may think of Donald Trump, many love him, many hate him. You don't generally think of him as being synonymous with respect.
What they care about is, do you respect our way of life? Do you respect our traditions? Will you protect our traditions? And there, Donald Trump was a lot better in his 4 years than Democrats have proven since his absence. And then the key here, though, also is Donald Trump uniting with Robert Kennedy. Robert Kennedy has long been a defender of the Amish. They remember him from years ago speaking at their get-togethers, what they call Farmers' Days. And that was critical to shifting Amish perspectives at engaging in the political process. If Robert Kennedy was going to be part of a Trump administration, they had confidence that the Amish way of life would be protected for the next generation, which is what they care about the most.
Wow. That's pretty cool. So I'd like to thank my brother for the $15 donation to mybuymeacoffee.com. I say again, I'd like to thank my brother for the $15 donation to mybuymeacoffee.com. Also, I don't want to say this person's name because that's probably the real name. So someone donated $25. I don't know what your screen name is. First name Matt. So I'm not going to say the last name, but somebody named Matt donated $25. I don't want to dox you, but thank you for the $25. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. So whoever the fuck Matt is, I don't know who the fuck that is. I've seen that name before donate to me, and I should probably remember who the fuck it was, but I don't know. But thank you. I appreciate that. You too can be like my brother. There's a pinned comment at the top of the page, my buymeacoffee.com. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, I should remember who Matt is, but I don't fucking remember. Fucking Christ. Whoever the fuck that is. Well, whoever it is, thank you for the $25 donation. I appreciate it. It's nice. And let's see if I can send you a message. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, I can. Well, I thanked whoever it was. I asked who you were. So, because I honestly don't know who the fuck you are. Oh, it's Ludwig? Oh, it's Ludwig. Oh, okay. Thanks, Ludwig. I didn't want to say your name, your whole name. You know what I mean? Thank you, Ludwig. Thank you, Ludwig, for the $25 donation. It keeps putting up my card name. You're welcome, MAGA. Thank you, Ludwig. I appreciate that. I do. Do Amish speak with a heavy Dutch accent? Yes. Most of them do, yeah. Yeah. Well, I just sent you a message, Ludwig, asking who it was, but now I know who it is. I mean, I remember I gave somebody's name up before, and they were fucking pissed, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. So what's this now? Saw an amazing vid of a dinner. Dan Trump and RFK spoke. Trump was all over the censorship and fake news stuff. It was a Robert Gouveia channel. Yeah, Robert Gouveia is a lawyer. I watch him sometimes. I saw a video where Trump was talking about dealing with the homeless. He said, we're getting these people off the street. They're going to be offered services. They're talking about finding these large areas and tenting them out and bringing all these homeless there. And they'll be offered psychiatry, drug and alcohol services, maybe some job skills type things. But if they're too fucked up mentally or they can't take care of themselves, he's talking about putting them in institutions. And if they want to refuse help, then I think they go to jail. Good. People should not have to see these people on the street. And if they truly want help, he's going to offer it to them. And if they want to live like that, they can't. You can't be living on the street. You just can't do it. Can't do it. It's not fair to, citizens, people with their children and all. People don't need to be seeing that shit. There's something wrong with you if you forego a roof just to do drugs. And a very small percentage of these people just have bad luck. Well, somebody's offering them a helping hand. They should be able to take that. You know what I mean? If they don't want to do that, fuck them, put them in jail. You can't be on the street. You can't be living on the street. You can't do it. You just can't do it. So it's fucking ridiculous. Pro tip. Never dox people kind enough to donate. You read out my email. Thank goodness I am paranoid and it wasn't real. Well, Billy, you got to understand, it was a mistake that I made because, I'm not used to the card name coming up at that time and your screen name. So I'm happy to read out the donation. And I've done that a couple of times, but now I know that
the name I see there is not, but I don't think they're going to get much from a fucking name. I'm a bill collector and I couldn't get that much from a name. You'd have to search the world for the name. You need more information than that. You need a lot more information. Because I used to find people for a living to get them to pay their bills. You need more than a name and an approximate country. You just do. You'd be doing, I don't know. You need more than that. It's a fact. No, he says whatever happens in Philly stays in Philly. Barbecue at Rich's. Richie, am I invited to Thanksgiving this year? I don't know if he had one last year. I think he went somewhere or something. I can't remember. Maybe I did go up there. He just didn't have something for Christmas. I hope so. I feel like fucking staying down in this depressing fucking neighborhood. I'll tell you that right now. Of course. All right, cool. So I'm going to my brother's Thanksgiving, baby. Cool. What was I there, Richie? Yeah, I think it was Christmas. You went somewhere else. Yeah, I think I took the train up there or some shit. And Christmas I was there? I could have swore I thought that you went somewhere else for Christmas. Oh, Bex is coming too? Oh, baby. Well, I met Bex before with Dick Service Inc. They took me out to some microbrewery that was down the street from me. They got some food and gave me some drinks. I mean, I was completely broke. My favorite Mexican. Yeah, that's cool. It's nice that she'll be there. She's pleasant to talk to. During COVID, I bought a turkey leg, and I swear I had a hair on it, which in and of itself would be concerning. But when I turned it over and saw the Chinese tattoo, then I started to worry. Oh, you met her too? Yeah. No sexual assault during dinner, you two. What is DSI like? He's a beta boy. He's overweight. He's probably overweight by a good 40 pounds. He was nice enough, though, I mean, he didn't give me any shit when we were there. I think he appeared to be, I don't want to say afraid of me, but a little tentative at first. I didn't break his balls or nothing. I was nice to him. But he seemed to be a little shaky at first when he met me. She has no family left, so I invited her as your guest. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. She's fine. She's not a lunatic. So he actually services Dick's. No, I don't think, I don't know what the deal with him is. But I know that he doesn't, I'm probably going to get it out of the backstory to Thanksgiving dinner. I think he was led to believe, right? Or not led to believe, but I think he had the hots for Bex. And Bex doesn't feel that way. And he got to feeling some kind of way about it. And I think he might have showed up once in the last 18 months of my channel. He just don't show. And let me tell you something. Here's a guy that for the first 3 or 4 years of my channel, he was consistently there. Consistently. So, you know what I mean? But, you know, he got to feel in some kind of way, and, you know, he don't come on anymore. Now, he wasn't as annoying as AJ, though, because AJ just, he just spouts complete bullshit from his mouth. He don't know what he's talking about. It's just, oh, my God. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Afraid because he's been a dick. No, I never really had a problem with him. He annoyed me a few times, but will I go live tomorrow? I don't know. I'm working tomorrow, so he tries to keep his work until like 2. So I don't want to get home till 3:30 at the earliest. I mean, maybe. You know, I don't know. Male pride is a very difficult thing to navigate. Well, yeah, I mean, there's nobody I really hate on the internet. I mean, if I met AJ, I wouldn't bust his balls or anything, you know. But Jesus Christ, when you continually talk nonsense and you don't know what you're talking about, I can only take so much of that shit. It's just too much. I can't handle it. You're gone. That's it. It's that simple. Sick of these fucking leftist retards, you know. And I don't know how he gets joy out of hanging in a conservative stream. I mean, nobody agrees with him. I mean, you know, how do you? Now, I can see him dipping in and out, but he'll stay the whole fucking show. I mean, come on. After I call him 15 retards, 20 idiots, yeah, I just. He told me once that he thought I was an anti-Semitic because you're brother. I'm not anti-Semitic either. I just don't trust the Jews. How about that? That doesn't mean that I'm anti-Semitic. I'm not anti-Jew. I don't trust them. I don't. The ones in power, I don't trust them. I just don't. And I have good reason. Good reason. Can't criticize them. That's number one. You criticize them, you're anti-Semitic. Disagree with them, you're anti-Semitic. So, it's bullshit. What even is a Jew? Yeah, I know. AJ's illegal alien girlfriend left him, so he has nowhere to go. No, she came back, Richie. He claims she came back. He keeps promising to bring her on the channel. She's probably a goddamn 200-pound fucking fire plug. Yeah, she ran for Minnesota. Richie, he busted out crying on the channel. I asked him a couple of lighthearted questions about his girlfriend, and he busted out crying. I think I called him a big pussy. There were people sticking up for him. I think, fuck this asshole. I mean, his drinking and his fucking and so he told me the real reason, right? And this is from him, so who knows? But he said that she caught him. He was kind of flirting with some female YouTuber or Facebook or whatever. And she went back into history and, you know, caught him flirting with her. Probably sent her money too. That's what sent her over the top. That sent her to Minnesota. She ran for Minnesota. Can you believe that? She got family there. And I missed it. Yeah, well, that's it. Dude, I really don't have the patience to go through videos and fucking try to find them. You know what I mean? AJ has a thing for foreign scammers. Yeah, well, I've done a few streams since Trump won. How many streams did I've done at least one, right? This is 2. And he showed up the day after Trump won. And he made one comment. Yeah, you banned me. As I was trying to, I couldn't find anybody. Well, I couldn't find him that I banned, but yeah. He's so butthurt from the election, I guess. Fucking moron. And let me tell you something. His opinion will not change. It won't. All that shit. How come these leftists can't look at the fact that all that shit they threw at Trump, all those accusations, he's a convicted felon, he's a rapist, this and that. Why would the people overwhelmingly vote for a white man that's some kind of scumbag, according to them, right, over a woman of color? Yeah, they just won't. They won't look at any of these charges. They're just happy to see it because they've been indoctrinated into hating them. You know. But I think the mainstream media has been weakened by Trump's reelection. I think they've been weakened considerably. And I think some of these leftist fucking assholes on YouTube have been weakened. You know. Weakened, not eradicated. You know. I mean, you should see some of the video titles after Trump won from David Pakman. He's a complete asshole. But you know what? He doesn't care. He's not going to change course because the course he was on has got him 2.65 million people. And he is making some kind of money off it. So. Pakistani Amish girl is next. What's that? Oh, hold on. No week. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, Lovewood came up with a pretty good video the last time I streamed. Was it? It was Benny Johnson. It was Benny Johnson giving out MAGA hats in Fulton County in Georgia. It was really good.
Donald Trump was president, was life better?
Life was 100 times better.
Oh, yeah, this is it.
Was sharp. Come on now.
Woo! America. This man, Donald Trump is the best thing that ever happened to America. And I'm going to tell you why. Let's go.
Of course. Who you voting for?
Trump.
Yeah, why's that?
Because we need to be Republican again.
I don't know what they got to say about Trump, but I know what I got to say about it. I'll with him. Excuse my language.
Hold on, we gonna see that. Hit the place. Oh, that joint out, yeah.
Oh, these my people right here.
Watch out, 2024.
Now I got to put that on for real.
Do you think Kamala would ever come to this neighborhood?
Who is that?
Yeah. You want to make America great again?
Yeah.
Make America great again, baby.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Let me see you. Woo! Yeah, that's the look right there, my brother. There you go.
Essentially, that America was in better hands under Donald Trump, so vote Trump.
Welcome to Fulton County, Georgia, otherwise known as Atlanta. It's one of the most dangerous counties in all of America. It also votes overwhelmingly for Democrats. This place has seen better days, that's for sure. How popular is the MAGA hat around here? You wouldn't expect it, but Donald Trump did go to a Chick-fil-A in this county. He's also being prosecuted in this county, and this is the county that gave us the legendary Trump mugshot. We rolled up in the Trump Rolls Royce with rapper Forgiato Blow to hand out MAGA hats in the hood today in Fulton County. Let's see if the people of Fulton County want a president with a mugshot. What's up, guys? We're out here in Fulton County with the Rolls Royce full of MAGA hats, Forgiato Blow. We're going to be handing these hats out today and see the reaction. The fine people in Atlanta. Is this Trump country Let's go find out, boys.
Trump country, baby. West Side Atlanta. Let's go.
Who wants a MAGA hat? The setup for the free MAGA hat giveaway is pretty simple. We just parked the Rolls Royce on the curb and started handing out hats. Instantly, a crowd formed, and we asked a simple question. Why are you voting for Donald Trump?
They are for you. Make America great again. Listen, man, Donald Trump is the best thing that ever happened to America. And I'm going to tell you why. He don't hide his feelings. He don't hide his emotions. He don't hide who he is. Do you want somebody to hide who they are? No. And Donald Trump doesn't do that. I love Trump. Let's go. You have more money. Let's go, Trump. More money with Trump, right? Let's go. More money with Trump. That's cool, man, too.
Make sure you go vote for that hat. You feel me? You can get my hat off my head. Keep pushing them, the knowledge of the kids in the street. Vote Trump. There you go.
We not voting Trump because it's a racist situation. We voting Trump because we believe in the South and our gun rights, right? I'm pro-life. I think inflation was under control during Trump. It's time for America to get back to being great. And no, America wasn't always great for black folks, Latino folks, white folks. Ain't nothing wrong with being pro-America. We born here, we raised here. We ain't never seen nothing else. Most of us, these neighborhoods, American heroes, American history. Why not? You see artists supporting things you're supposed to do. You go in any other country around the world, they doing it. Why can't we love our country? Why can't we, make America great again? I'm a small business owner. You see my son in the car with me. We just dropped off an order. We trying to do business. I love Atlanta. I love this city. Some people vote blue, some people vote red. Me, I have a right to say, hey, I want to make America great again. I believe in brotherhood. I believe in sisterhood. I believe in spirituality. I believe all the good things that made this country great still exist. Back before Donald Trump ran for president, we all wanted to be like him. And if you say different, you're a lie.
Hey, I'm a Democrat. You know what I'm saying? I've been Democrat for years. But she ain't making sense to me, She got to make sense to me. She ain't made no sense. She ain't made her policies foundation. She ain't made it strong enough, so I don't mess with her. I hope Trump win. Let's put it like that. I hope Trump win.
What do you think about the border?
I think what Trump did with the border, what we needed. I don't like everybody coming over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we can't do that in their country. They'll lock our up.
Yes.
They'll kill us.
That's why Trump. What's up, Trump? I get you a MAGA hat? You want a MAGA hat, my brother?
For sure. I don't know what they got to say about Trump, but I know what I got to say about him. I'll with him. Excuse my language.
Get you one right there, my man.
Thank you.
Yep. Y'all want a hat? Free hat?
I love him. He for the community.
Community for the people.
For the people.
Help people get money, care about people, right?
Trump 2024. Trump 2025. 2024 over with.
I like America. I want America to be great. He says he's going to do it, so, hey, I'm putting my word in him.
Yeah, man. Trump, man. Vote Trump, man. Make America great again.
Tell me the reason why you just said, though.
Oh, Trump like that money. He ain't racist, man.
Make America great again. Make America rich again.
Make America great again, man. Vote for Trump.
Look at that.
Trump 2024. I already voted.
Yeah.
Look, man.
You voted Trump.
I voted Trump. You know I voted Trump,
why.
man. Who better than to run a country than a businessman when a country of business, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't want to see that woman in office at all. Not because she's a woman, just because of her track history. I'm saying she done locked up too many black men as a prosecutor, so she'll never get my vote. I'm Trump all day. I own a black truck company. Anybody voting for Trump, call me. Free rides to the voting booth if you vote for Trump. If you vote for Kamala, I'm charging you extra.
The news won't show that there's people out here in the hood or different areas rocking with Trump. We come out here, we can't even keep these things in hand. They taking them.
Yeah, we with Trump.
Make America great again. Trump it up.
Yeah.
That's it. Make Trump great again.
Why you voting Trump, man?
Well, because I like him, man. Me personally, I like him. I like his personality. I like his attitude. And I like his understanding of how he need to shape, how America need to be shaped again.
Hold up. MAGA hat delivery.
Rolls Royce, baby.
MAGA hat delivery.
Thank you.
Oh, these my people out here.
Watch out.
2024.
Now I got to put that on for real.
Was life better for you under Trump?
Trump, most definitely. Most
Better
definitely.
years here. Yeah.
Most definitely. Definitely. We done seen Trump here in this same Chick-fil-A before.
Do you think Kamala would ever come to this neighborhood?
Who is that?
Yeah. Make America great again.
Okay.
Where we at right now?
We in Atlanta.
West side?
I'm a piece of heavy. Y'all like a hot mess, but hold on, let me see.
Yeah, that's you right there.
Make America great again.
Make America great again.
All right. Sir, was your life better when Trump was president?
Oh, yeah. It was better when he was the president. It wasn't better when Democrat was the president. Joe Biden or all Obama. Yeah. No, they ain't no good, man. I'm telling you now, Trump is the good. See, Trump is a gangster, man. Yeah.
American gangster, that's right.
I like that.
American gangster. He was over here in the Fulton County Jail getting a mugshot.
Yeah, I know that.
Remember the mugshot?
Right.
Who you voting for?
Trump.
Yeah, why's that?
Because we need to be Republican again.
What would you say to Kamala if she was there if you got a chance? We got some Trump hats. This is probably Obama's motorcade. This is a presidential detail. Obama's not in it yet, but this is a presidential detail.
They voted for puppet in Kamala.
That's right.
A real puppet. And don't even know it. They vote for you all the time and not even know.
That's right. You vote Trump. Put this hat on. Come on. It's all yours. She ready?
Let's go. Go and vote. He was right here at the Chick-fil-A
That's
on
it.
the
He
block.
come touch
In
the
my
city.
hood. This my hood.
Yeah, that's your, where we at? Tell the people.
Ashby, Cashby, MLK all day.
Hold it down, my brother. Yeah, he talked to the car talked back.
See, and that's the things too. The liberals want you to believe that most black people are poor. They're not. Them black folks there are well dressed, well fed. They're pulling up in nice cars. You know what I mean? And they're praising Trump. Like they just lie all the time to people.
Oh, we got some money now. Trump 25. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. How you here? Oh. Donald Trump watches our channel and shares our videos. What's your message to Donald Trump?
Hey, Trump, we love you. Pull up on us.
What's your message to Donald Trump?
Stay strong. Keep doing good work. Hey, man, what's up, man? Hey, I'm rooting for you, guy.
And what's your message to Kamala?
Hey, my message to Kamala is, hey, better luck next time.
I like that. Keep it simple. Hey, you need to be president. Yeah, that's
Donald Trump. Get in there and make America great again.
Yeah, that's right.
Do it again. Make Trump great. We out here trying to make you great again.
Yeah.
Do us right.
That's right.
Hit the flag.
That's strong.
That's
Look
the
at that.
flag.
Get the money running in, man.
Congratulations. Good luck on the presidential campaign.
Make America great again.
Amazing.
We are with you.
What's your message to Donald Trump?
Everything like no homeless people on the streets and that like that.
That's right. That's right. Everyone to be safe. You want to make America great again?
Yeah.
Hey, keep your head up because Trump is going to be here 2024, 25.
Keep making America great. Drop the grocery prices and the gas prices.
That's right, sir. We'll be good. All right, y'all. Thank you. All right, my brother. Hey, how you doing? How are you? It's my great honor to be here. I am surprised at how popular the MAGA hats are out there. They're going like hotcakes.
Because Trump actually came to this neighborhood and showed us love. We have never seen. He showed me love here.
I give you one of these hats, my brother.
Yeah. Chili will do it.
Strong. So, did you see Trump when he was here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he threw up the fist. And he walked out with no security. He had Secret Service was around, but he pimped out a little bit. Pimped out. I want to keep America great. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it great.
What did that say to the community when he went to Chick-fil-A, bought everyone milkshakes and stuff? What does that say?
That says he cares. And he cares a lot. That's what I'm about. I'm about people who care about us. I like hugs and love.
Kamala ain't gonna come out here.
She didn't give me no hug. She didn't give me no hug. She won't come down here for a pop-off, take-off contest. She didn't come for nothing. I ain't seen her.
Was life easier or harder when Donald Trump was president? Was life better?
Life was 100 times better. I felt secure as an American. I felt like our military was at our strongest. And I felt like the tip of the spear was sharp. Come on now.
Man, it was great. It was a great environment. Everybody came out, and the best thing about it was in an area, West Side Atlanta, where people said Donald Trump probably could never show his face. Donald Trump went in barbershops there. Donald Trump went to Chick-fil-A there. Donald Trump got a mugshot there. You know what I'm saying? So the people came out, they showed love, and we need more hats. We barely got any hats. My favorite interaction, dozens of hats that we gave away that were to city officials, to police officers that couldn't be in the video. Well, that's good because they know Donald Trump's fighting for them. If you see like a police escort that came through, I guess for Barack Obama or whoever's here today, that's because they have a job to do. They have to do that. They'd much rather be driving around Donald Trump. That's right. Good luck, Atlanta. You're now covered in MAGA hats. You're welcome, Fannie Willis. Thanks for the mugshot out here in Atlanta. Benny on the block. Peace.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I thought that was you that showed me that the last time, Ludwig. I thought that was you that showed me that last Wednesday. I thought, what's up, Jeremiah? All good in the hood. Yeah, I thought, wasn't that you that showed me that last time? Pretty sure it was Ludwig. It was good enough to show again, though. That was pretty good. Like, none of those black folks were bullshitting. They like Trump. You could tell. Nobody's just bullshitting to get a hat. You know. They like the guy. If I could ask Trump only one question, it would be, has Tim Pool ever released a banger? So, hey, you got to hand it to Tim Pool, though. He got a little bit of an interview with him, you know? Trump really does care about it. Yeah, I get the sense he does, too. You know, this is why I can't stand these fucking leftist fucks talking all this fucking trash about Trump. I can't stand it. I have this book here from when this fucking kid just came here. He was here before we threw him out. He's got some kind of podcast somewhere. He's a fucking commie through and through. And let's put it this way: when he left, we found a pair of women's underwear wrapped around an empty vodka bottle. Okay, so. But he's got this book in there now, right? Strong Men. And this woman is talking about Trump. He's authoritarian. He's this, he's that. He's none of these things. How are you smart enough to write a book, but not smart enough to discern politics? Like, it's unfucking believable. Like, she's comparing Trump to Mussolini and And she's right. Trump is a strong man. God forbid. What do you want, some little bitch boy in there? Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah, my attitude has gotten much better since Trump won. You know, it was just bothering me, man. Like I would have I tell you what, I think I would have been really depressed for a while if they cheated him again. I mean, I don't know. Let's try this. Liberal Hive Mind. This guy does really good videos. I don't know if you've ever seen this guy, Liberal Hive Mind. This guy's pretty good.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Okay, so it's only been a couple days since Donald Trump was elected president, and already he's hitting us with a flurry of promises. And we're going to be going through a lot of it over the next couple of days, I can promise you that. But I'll tell you one thing, none of those videos are going to be as important as this one. This is possibly the biggest announcement Donald Trump has ever made in his entire political career. This video is going to be a little bit different because I really want to play this entire clip. And the way this clip was presented to me, I think, is the proper way that I should present it to you. It's a post from Robert F. Kennedy Jr. that popped up on my timeline, where he presented the clip with the caption that writes, "This earns @real Donald Trump a space on Mount Rushmore," just so you understand the significance. Let's go ahead and play that clip.
If we don't have free speech, then we just don't have a free country. It's as simple as that. If this most fundamental right is allowed to perish, then the rest of our rights and liberties will topple. Just like dominoes, one by one, they'll go down. That's why today I'm announcing my plan to shatter the left-wing censorship regime and to reclaim the right to free speech for all Americans. And reclaim is a very important word in this case because they've taken it away. In recent weeks, bombshell reports have confirmed that a sinister group of deep state bureaucrats, Silicon Valley tyrants, left-wing activists, and depraved corporate news media have been conspiring to manipulate and silence the American people. They have collaborated to suppress vital information on everything from elections to public health. The censorship cartel must be dismantled and destroyed, and it must happen immediately. And here's my plan. First, within hours of my inauguration, I will sign an executive order banning any federal department or agency from colluding with any organization, business, or person to censor, limit, categorize, or impede the lawful speech of American citizens. I will then ban federal money from being used to label domestic speech as mis or disinformation. And I will begin the process of identifying and firing every federal bureaucrat who has engaged in domestic censorship, directly or indirectly, whether they are the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Health, Human Services, the FBI, the DOJ, no matter who they are. Second, I will order the Department of Justice to investigate all parties involved in the new online censorship regime, which is absolutely destructive and terrible, and to aggressively prosecute any and all crimes identified. These include possible violations of federal civil rights law, campaign finance laws, federal election law, securities law, and antitrust laws, the Hatch Act, and a host of other potential criminal, civil, regulatory, and constitutional offenses. To assist in these efforts, I am urging House Republicans to immediately send preservation letters, and we have to do this right now, to the Biden administration, the Biden campaign, and every Silicon Valley tech giant, ordering them not to destroy evidence of censorship. Third, upon my inauguration as president, I will ask Congress to send a bill to my desk revising Section 230 to get big online platforms out of censorship business. From now on, digital platforms should only qualify for immunity protection under Section 230 if they meet high standards of neutrality, transparency, fairness, and non-discrimination. We should require these platforms to increase their efforts to take down unlawful content such as child exploitation and promoting terrorism, while dramatically curtailing their power to arbitrarily restrict lawful speech. Fourth, we need to break up the entire toxic censorship industry that has arisen under the false guise of tackling so-called mis- and disinformation. The federal government should immediately stop funding all nonprofits and academic programs that support this authoritarian project. If any U.S. university is discovered to have engaged in censorship activities or election interferences in the past, such as flagging social media content for removal of blacklisting, those universities should lose federal research dollars and federal student loan support for a period of 5 years and maybe more. We should also enact new laws laying out clear criminal penalties for federal bureaucrats who partner with private entities to do an end run around the Constitution and deprive Americans of their First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights. In other words, deprive them of their vote. And once you lose those elections, and once you lose your borders like we have, you no longer have a country. Furthermore, to confront the problems of major platforms being infiltrated by legions of former deep staters and intelligence officials, there should be a 7-year calling off period before any employee of the FBI, CIA, NSA, DNI, DHS, or DOD is allowed to take a job at a company possessing vast quantities of U.S. user data. Fifth, the time has finally come for Congress to pass a digital Bill of Rights. This should include a right to digital due process. In other words, government officials should need a court order to take down online content, not send information requests such as the FBI was sending to Twitter. Furthermore, when users of big online platforms have their content or accounts removed, throttled, shadow banned, or otherwise restricted, no matter what name they use, they should have the right to be informed that it's happening, the right to a specific explanation of the reason why, and the right to a timely appeal. In addition, all users over the age of 18 should have the right to opt out of content moderation and curation entirely and receive an unmanipulated stream of information if they so choose. The fight for free speech is a matter of victory or death for America and for the survival of Western civilization itself. When I am president, this whole rotten system of censorship and information control will be ripped out of the system at large. There won't be anything left. By restoring free speech, we will begin to reclaim our democracy and save our nation. Thank you, and God bless America.
And now I'll tell you one thing. I have no doubt, 0% doubt in my body, in my soul, in my mind, that I've been fighting for the wrong side. This is the right side of history, folks. And of course, this is huge news. This matters more so than anything else the media is blahing about. Freedom of speech is the bedrock of the American Republic. It is the most fundamental right bestowed on American citizens. The ability to express opinions, share information, and question authority without fear of being silenced. This freedom is what allows us to have open debates, to criticize leaders, to hold institutions accountable. Without it, you start to slip into dangerous territory where only the approved narratives can be heard. And just think about what we've seen in recent years. We've seen an alarming trend by major corporations, those who hold near monopoly power on the flow of information in the public discussion. We've seen them selectively censoring lawful speech. They decide what opinions are allowed, who gets to speak and who gets silenced. And let's be absolutely clear, it's never been about removing illegal content. We're talking about the censoring of lawful speech, opinions the establishment simply disagrees with, a clear, dangerous overreach, and in my view, a clear denial of Americans' most important, most fundamental and sacred right. The First Amendment. It's number one for a reason. And it goes even beyond that. What's even more troubling, what ought to have the alarm bells ringing, red flags popping up, is the mounting evidence showing that shadowy figures in the US government have been colluding with tech giants to suppress certain stories and silence American citizens. Just think about it for a second. Your government, the one meant to protect your rights, is actively working with private corporations to suppress speech that they don't like. And they're doing it, of course, without any due process, without giving you a chance to defend yourself or challenge these decisions. This is a direct assault on your constitutional rights. And finally, somebody is stepping up for the American people. I don't know about you guys, but I'm noticing a trend with this guy. He just always seems to have the people's backs. And once again, he's stepping in and taking the fight head on. Trump is putting his foot down and standing up for the American people and defending the most sacred right that you have, the right to speak freely. I'll tell you one thing, especially considering the line of work that I've walked into here. If this man manages to pull this one off, then I'll sing it to the day I die, to the day they put me 6 feet under. I am mirroring the exact same sentiment as Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is here. That would absolutely earn President Donald J. Trump a cozy spot on Mount Rushmore. This guy's fighting for you every single day, and yet they label him selfish and only out for himself. What an absolute legend. I'm sure every single person who voted for this man is probably experiencing the exact opposite of buyer's remorse. Let's call it voter euphoria. The stakes were so high in this election, and it looks like the right choice was made. I'll just leave it at that. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, that's the first time I saw that speech. That was pretty cool. Fucking Trump. He's going after censorship. He's going after homelessness. He wants to stop wars. He's going to start drilling for oil again. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, right out of the gate, he's saying this shit. Like, wow. I mean, this is a real fucking president. He's not trying to fuck the people. He's trying to help them. And it seems genuine to me. I mean, I don't know. What the fuck? How these fucking liberals can not like this man. Like, what the fuck? You got some kind of mental problem. It's just, yeah, and I've said that all along. The First Amendment is the most important one. And what do the liberals attack? The First and Second Amendment. They don't want you to be able to say what you want, and they don't want you to be able to protect yourself. They don't want it. They don't want it. I have a continuing problem with these fucking guys in here. They think they can play their fucking cell phones without headphones. It fucking drives me nuts. I walk around this fucking house with headphones all the time.
I don't want to bother anybody with what I listen to on YouTube, music, none of that shit. Yeah, these guys, the fuck? They keep fucking telling them. Pretty hard to rig another pandemic with censorship removed. Well, let me tell you something. If they get into power again, they're going to do it again. They'll just do it again. He should extradite Linda Yaccarino immediately. I don't know who that is. Who the fuck is that? No, it says psychological conditioning. Yeah. Don't worry about the talk, Jim. Yeah, I just muted the stream. I just, I mean, how the fuck do you think it's okay to live in a house with other people and play your phone without headphones? How the fuck how fucking selfish is that? It just drives me fucking nuts. I mean, some of these guys will play their phone while you're trying to watch TV. It's like, yo, man, what the fuck? Buy some fucking headphones. Jesus Christ. Are they swarthy gentlemen? I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, all I got to do is get a better job doing that. I'm fucking out of here. I'm just sick of this shit, dude. The political bullshit I got to go through with the owners. And, oh my God, man. It's just too much bullshit. It really is. I mean, these motherfuckers will say something and then tell me they didn't say it. The owners, the drug addicts, I was never fucking like that. I'm never going to lie about what the fuck I said. Even if it turns out I'm wrong. I mean, so what? I made a mistake. It's possible. Oh, Jesus. I mean, my friends even will do this shit. I'm fucking tired of it. Fucking tired of it. Don't gaslight me. I can't stand that shit. Actually, in this instance, no. Now, and now that usually is the case, though. I mean, let me tell you something on the bus. There's always one fucking asshole that happens to be black that's blaring some fucking hip hop music or some bullshit. Like they just don't give a fuck. They think the world revolves around them. It's just fucking rude. It is fucking rude. Can you hear that from downstairs? That's this guy's fucking cell phone. And I like this guy. But how many fucking times? Today I'm outside with the stream. He comes out and he starts fucking playing music. I'm like, dude, this can pick that up real easy. And first of all, I don't want to hear that when I'm out there not streaming. And I lead by example. I always have these or my other little headphones. Or I have these. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be considerate of other people when you live with them. Nobody wants to hear your fucking shit. Just unfucking believable. And now there's two of them down there doing it. It's like dueling banjos. And I ain't going to say nothing now because I'm streaming. But when I go down there again, I'm like, yo, fuck, If I let one do it, they'll all start to fucking do it. It's fucking too much. No, it's not. No. In fact, the one guy's really decent. You know, and it goes in one ear and out the other. If I ask him to shut it off, he will. But you know, it's like, what the fuck? Get headphones. Hip hop and rap is about the same thing. So, yeah. No, they ain't playing no hip hop, but they're whatever they're playing. I don't want to hear it. Other people shouldn't have to hear it either. You know, and I never do that. I never do it. I always have my headphones on or them earbuds. You know what I mean? I never subject other people to what I'm listening to, my political shit that I listen to. I don't. So it's not like I'm telling them to do something that I'm not doing. And look, if you're in your own house and you want to do that, it's one thing. But you got people that live here. You got roommates. I mean, you know, it ain't right. It's fucking rude. It's profoundly rude. I mean, it just... Not Jim Flynn, play a video about how ignorant, rude, and annoying it is to play your shit loud like that. Maybe one that's right. Even if it isn't loud, I don't care if it's loud or not. If I can hear it, it's wrong. No one wants to hear what you listening to. I mean, I would be embarrassed to do something like that. The same thing with cleaning up after yourself. Listen, I'm looking at fucking silverware that they must have just rinsed off and threw in the fuck. You fucking pig. The one guy washes dishes in cold water. Are you really that fucking stupid? Oh, God. It's just too fucking much. Well, let me tell you something, Billy. I'm not going to do what I'm telling them not to do. You know what I mean? It just, let me tell you something. It shows me when you're not considerate of other people, it shows me how selfish you are. You know? It's just a fact. I mean, you know, that's not an opinion. It's a fact. It's a truth. Well, let's do a little salt. A little bit. This is about Kamala's daughter. Now, I don't know how true this is. I guess we'll find out.
Boom, Abe. Scalp taken. Vice presidential family scalp taken. Metaphorically, rhetorically, metaphysically speaking. FBI is asshole before you try to arrest me. I'm not trying to threaten anybody. I'm just taking a victory lap over here. Yep. For the last decade plus, I've been told, stunning and brave whammons, don't need no mans. Here's a bunch of our new models. These butt-fucking ugly weirdos over here with hairy armpits pretending to be chicks. They're your new Calvin Klein models, and they're stunning and brave. Look at this one. It's Doug Emhoff's daughter, everybody. The second gentleman's daughter, the stepdaughter of strong, empowered, lesbian, BIPOC Kamala Harris. No, she's a mentally ill fucking goofball like the rest of you dipshits. You mentally unstable lunatics who look like you shove nuclear rods up your buttholes and your man-made vaginas. New York Post over here. Ella Emhoff, boys, stunning and brave. Don't need no man's woman. Well, Mix seemingly loses her mind over stepmom Kamala Harris losing presidency to Trump. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. You're all insane. You're all insane. Especially the people who hired. I mean, when you are the vice president's daughter-in-law and you're fucking ugly, you get offered a whole bunch of roles in a way that I would imagine is money laundering. You call me crazy, but this fucking weirdo over here, that's a model? I grew up in the wrong era then, with the Cindy Crawfords of the world. We had all the hotties, boys. All of those Victoria's Secret models before they started putting chicks with dicks in there. Hot. And now I'm being told that that's no. That looks like Jim Carrey. What happened to Jim Carrey, Abe? Oh, that's right. He allegedly murdered his girlfriend by overdosing her. Went crazy. Anyhow, never took responsibility for it. Let's head over to her Instagram. Truly, there are no words. Well, no, this needs to be fact checked. There seems to be a lot of stupid fucking words that you're going to string together. Truly, there are no words. Literally, there are no words, everybody. Here's a bunch of words that are fucking stupid. We're all going to get through this. Let's see. I know I'm going to get through it. Yeah, I'll be fucking fine. You idiots on your side, not so much. Go fuck yourselves. It just fucking hurts. Like a bitch right now. And that's okay. The fight doesn't stop now. Just please check in on your people right now. You gonna check in on it from a mental institution, you fucking goofball? No. Does the fight continue? From the front of the mental asylum, boys. That's right. Get together, everybody. We're putting together contingency. We're going to put a division of mentally ill goofballs together from a stronghold of Arkham fucking Goofball Asylum. Here is pro-America. This is, everybody's talking about this. We'll see if it turns out to be true. But boy, it smells correct. That's good enough for me. Pro-America Politics report. Ella Emhoff. Even your name's stupid, you dumb bitch. Even your name sounds like a man sitting down to piss in a toilet. Has been admitted into a psychiatric facility following Kamala Harris's landslide loss to Donald Trump. We need to pray for. I ain't praying for any of these people. No, fuck that. No. I save my prayers for good shit. Yeah, I pray that these people continue their downward spiral. That's what I'm praying for. Because they wanted you dead. These people wanted you dead. Yeah, I'm not praying for people who wanted me dead. Are you kidding me? No, I'm good. These people, these political jackals with rabies and what looks to be AIDS over here, they've been calling us Nazis and fascists for going on 10 years. They tried to poison us. They turned a blind eye to open borders and rape while pretending that the dollar wasn't destroyed. All the while trying to continue this train wreck. Fuck these people. Nah, I'm all right. Yeah. I pray that they get what they fucking deserve. That's what I pray for. I pray to see more of this. Fucking lunatics over here. It's going to be about 4 years for them. Great, good. Fuck these people. These monsters. Now, I'm all right. We told you idiots, you were being lied to. We told you idiots that you better get some fucking help. And you said, no, oh my God, stunning and brave, strong, empowered woman, don't need no mans. I'm a model. No, you're not a model. Everything around your life is bullshit, and it's manufactured, and everybody's placating you and facilitating and emboldening your mental illness. You're fucking batshit crazy, and you should have got help 8 goddamn years ago. Right? That's what I tried to help you 8 years ago. I was like, no, you're being lied to. You're gonna make yourself insane. And you told me that I was a Nazi and I should die, and I was like, oh, okay. And now you're heading into mental institutions. I think it's 8 years too late. Go fuck yourself, weirdos. Eat shit. Thanks so much for watching the video. Sport Channel. You want to keep up to date on these stunning and brave Lamb models losing their fucking minds. Hit that subscribe button and make way because the salt.
Wow. She actually checked into a facility. Wow. They believe she was going to win that much? I mean, Jesus Christ. How do you not? The only reason I thought Trump could lose is if they cheated, because any regular person could see what was going on. I mean, is she Black Indian too? No, the father's Jewish, I think. I don't know who he married. He married a white woman, I believe. Yeah, actually checked it. Yeah, well, that's what the New York Post said. So, I mean, I would hope they wouldn't lie about something like that, but you know, it's possible. It's another news organization. Yeah, bluish, bluish. Well, Kamala Harris is not black. You should watch Candace Owens. Hindu Jew. Yeah. That's not Kamala Harris's kid. That's her stepdaughter or whatever. I don't believe Kamala Harris has any children. I don't understand that. Yeah. No children. That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I just fixed my bedroom curtain. 2 curtain hooks had broke. Well, you got an exciting life over there. Well, listen, people, I got to get out of here. It's a little over 3 hours. I'm hungry. And I'm a little tired. But good stream today. I appreciate everybody coming out. Please hit like if you haven't hit like already. Somehow it fucking helps me. Who the fuck knows? Something to do with an algorithm. Who the fuck knows? But please hit like on your way out if you haven't done it. And I'll try to stream during the week. It's hard. I'm working till at least 2 every day, maybe later, because now my boss, you know, we got a fair amount of work now. So I don't know. But I'm out of here, and I'll see you next time when I see you. Go Trump.